Hello there. Hello. I don't know why I did that. That came out weird. That came out weird compared to how it played out in my mind. But yes, hello there. That's still here. What am I doing? Yes, anyway. Hello everybody, my name's Alsonic, and welcome to me doing a live reaction video over Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary event. Yep, their year 9th anniversary, broadcast. Doing a live reaction to this. I had been wanting to do this since this morning. Wasn't able to do it this morning because I had to go to work. Weird, this thing started at 10 o'clock a.m. and I had to go to work at 10 o'clock a.m. So it's like, wow, what are the odds on Friday? But man, this is literally all that I had on my mind all day today when I was at work. Like literally just wanting to see this. Yeah, I don't know, that was just random, something I did there at the very beginning. I don't know, that played out differently than how it played out inside my mind. I don't know, just did something silly there. So, yeah. Let's start this up. Let's see what we're gonna... Who knows what we're gonna see? What am I saying? Oh, by now a lot of people already know that let's just pretend as if I'm seeing this live, like I am actually reacting to this. Oh, as if it were happening live. You know, it's just pre-recorded now, but I'm still doing a real life reaction to it. It's funny, and this is kind of exact situation that happened last year with the 8th year anniversary. Remember in the 8th year anniversary, I couldn't see it in the morning, so I still did a live reaction to it when I came home from work. Same thing all over again for the 9th year. Wow. I wasn't able to see that one in the morning either, but I wasn't able to see this one. But what the heck? Let's just start this. Music playing in the background. Yeah, that's the video. What is that? 8-bit music. What the frick? Yeah, it's like 8-bit music. What's this 16-bit 8-bit music? Wow, it's the very beginning of it. Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary celebration. Taxis. Yeah, they're on taxis. So what the frick? Hey, there's freaking 8-bit music. Yeah! I like this. Let's say it. Funny. Let's just pretend I am actually seeing this live. Well, I'm doing a live reaction to it, but yeah, I know this happened earlier this morning. Like I already said. There it is, right there. 14 minutes. It's about to start. Oh, it's 14 minutes. Oh. Literally, it was doing this. Yeah, see, it's countdown. It's an hour and 16 minutes. That's how long it was? I had no idea how long this This is the 9th anniversary of Dead by Daylight. 9th anniversary broadcast. What are we gonna see? Aside from the obvious of what we know what to expect already. Excuse me. 5 Nights at Freddy's. I know, I was kind of referencing that at the very, very beginning of the stream. Just being silly when I did that. Like, I kind of wanted to see the pre-show. That's why I'm looking at this part right now. I'm like, yes, I know I could skip through all this. It jumped to when it actually starts. Is there really anything in the pre-show? There's no pre-show, is there? Oh, just at this point. Dun 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 dun. I guess I'm listening to this without my headphones because headphones didn't want to recharge. They're kind of charging right now, so I guess I'm watching this without headphones on. Yeah. Of course, probably gonna see something like... It's like we all figured the killer would have to do Willie and Afton, right? Springtrap, before they even announced it. Like, I kind of already, like... It's like, you kind of already, like, know. As if you know that you can play the games, you know the main antagonists, the main, you know... And the antagonist, the killer of the series, the game was Willie and Afton. Yeah, of course, Springtrap. So I had to do Springtrap as the killer. Probably gonna be like a new map or something. Is there gonna be a survivor? Like, I don't know. I haven't really looked at anything at this. I'm going into this blind, because I haven't seen anything about any of this since I was at work all day today, and I just came home from work finally wanting to see this. Because this is literally all I had on my mind. Like, me wanting to see this since this morning. It's like, but I couldn't because I had to go to work. I had work on Friday at 10. And this was happening on Friday at 10. It's like, what? Come on, what are the odds? It's like, man, I wish it wasn't Friday. Or I wish I didn't have work today. But yeah, oh well. I just had to wait until I had to wait 8 hours. Because I had an 8-hour shift, so I have to wait 8 hours until I could get home. It's like, yes, my shift's over, I can go home and see this now. That's kind of what I was like. I just wanted to see this. Shoot starts soon. Yeah, I guess I'm just talking a bit here before it actually starts. Because they're pretending like I'm listening. Yeah, I mean, yes, I could skip through it. That's true. Just skip through it and get to when it actually starts. I know I don't have to sit through all this, but... Yeah, I'm just talking about some things here, my thoughts about it, all of it. Like what we could see and such. I don't know, maybe I'm having a hard time putting the words what I'm even trying to say. That's, oh, what? Oh. The casting of Frank Stone, this.
Something's wrong. Like,
I have yet to finish this game. I know I started playing this. Yeah. I actually started playing this, remember, since this previous October. I gotta recontinue this, because I already started playing it. If you remember, this past October. I gotta recontinue it, though. Yeah, I haven't quite finished it yet. That's why you only saw part 1 in the video I started on it in October. So 10 minutes left. Funny. It's like, what's that 8-bit music? Yeah. In the background earlier. It's like, oh, PAX East. That was funny. Like, why don't I just skip through it, man? I just was wanting to see if there was like a... Yeah, there's usually a pre-show. Isn't there where they show stuff while waiting? That's what they usually do in the past. For this whole thing. Yep. What's that doing? Oh. Huh. Oh. Dun, dun. Adjust the... There we go, I can adjust adjust the webcam here. And my positioning of, you know, seeing me in there. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so you guys see me there and such. Okay, 9 minutes left. I know, I'm just kind of pretending as if I'm seeing it live. But I know it's recorded. Just gonna watch it as if it is live. You know it's recorded, and I'm finally doing it. But, yeah. Hey, Alsonic. Wait, guess who? It's Ken. Hello, Ken. How you doing? Good? Nice to see you. I've been wanting to react to this. I've been wanting to see this since this morning. like I said a while ago in this video. Yeah, I know, as you can see at my pinned message in the chat, I said, ugh, I work on this day, so I won't be able to react or check this out until I get home from work. Hence why I'll be doing this at 8 o'clock p.m. CDT. I still can't wait though. Yeah, that was a message I pinned to the top of the chat. To let anyone know, like, why is I just seen it, you know, now and not earlier. Yeah, I can't tell you how much I just could not wait to see this. Was wanting to see this. I'm just kind of rolling it, playing, just... Yes, I did. I could skip through. Yeah, why don't I just skip through and jump when it actually starts? I'm just honest, part of me wants to just go through this as if I'm actually seeing it live. You know, it's just recorded, but yeah, I know I could just skip through. I just talk for a bit here about things like what we may see and such. I mean, by now a lot of you guys already know what they've shown, but I don't know what I'm seeing here, so I'm kind of going into this blind. I'll be honest, I might have seen like a little some things, but never actually saw anything, you know? Just some text about some things like it's Springtrap, right? It's gotta be Springtrap or Finance Race. Of course it is. Who else would it be, you know? We all thought, like, immediately, like, as this was announced, you know, before this broadcast, like, everyone thought it was gonna be Springtrap. Like, it just seemed obvious. So I'm sure they already revealed that it is as Willie Laughton or Springtrap. Like, there's a map. I'll probably see and find out. A map or something. Don't know if there's a survivor. Like a full chapter, I guess. Or of course, the year 10 roadmap. That's what we'll probably see throughout this broadcast. Unless there's anything else, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm going into this blind. And I'm kind of guessing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, you think, oh, there's a killer, Springtrap, and then there's probably gonna be a map or something if there's a survivor. Probably. Yes, no, I don't know. I don't know. You guys already know because you saw it this morning. But yeah. Or they show, like, future release stuff. Who knows what we'll see next. You know, they show another a sneak peek of another chapter, like they did during last year's. Yeah, they had Nicolas Cage, right? They showed Nicolas Cage. Were they gonna have another like survivor celebrity instead of Nicolas Cage this time? Who knows? That's what I'm wondering. Who knows? Like, seriously, I'm wondering that myself. How you doing, Ken? Good? Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going into this blind. You know, at this point, you guys already know because this was shown this morning. I've been wanting to see this morning. I was at work. If only I didn't have work today. Damn that. Or in other words, if this was work, if this was my job, you know, oh, hey, yeah. I mean, oh sure, that'd be best, whatever. If creating content, yeah, creating content, like creating videos was my job or something. But that's not the case, it's not. And then, yeah, if I get enough support from you guys, who knows if that may come a reality or something. Yeah, would I like that? Sure. And I feel like that's just something that randomly pops in my head. Like, somehow say from time to time, but I don't know. Yeah, of course it'd be cool if I could do that. Yeah, I like doing this. If that were the case, I'd be able to do this anytime. You know, I'd have all the time of all the time in the world to just do this, because I wouldn't have anything outside of this preventing me from being able to actually focus and try and do this stuff. Because I like doing this stuff. Enjoy doing it. Yes, I definitely would like to do that if that was made possible. If that was the thing. But I just like doing this anyway.
Something's wrong.
One way or another.
Like, very, very wrong. How can this be
I gotta recontinue this game.
Will be reborn.
I'd already started. You remember, I already started playing this since previous October. I did. I started a playthrough on that game already since previous October. But something else happened to my recorded footage. I thought I lost all my recorded footage. Remember that? And then I realized it all was still recovered somehow. Like, oh, I thought I lost it for good. And I thought I had to start all over on re-recording some stuff that I already recorded. Turns out I didn't have to. Because it was recovered, surprisingly. Surprisingly, it was all backed up somehow on one of my drives, backed it all up. I was like, oh, wow. Actually got all backed up, so glad it was. It was there for a second there. I thought I lost all my videos. All my raw footage. I was still trying to edit and get uploaded. 2 minutes left. The street starts soon. Yes. Good for daylight. What? You know, when I do that too often, you kind of already know what I'm up to and what I'm doing. Really. 2 minutes. Alright, I'll be honest. I like listening to this music, okay? Yes, that's why I'm playing through this. I'm letting this play through. As if I'm watching it live. Because I also like listening to this music. Dead by Daylight theme. You ever just sit in the lobby? You know, pick Survivor and just sit in the lobby and just listen to this in the background? No? I kind of listen to the soundtrack on Steam of listening to this. Alright, that's kind of also what I'm doing. Look, 1 minute left, 40 seconds. Ah! Hold on. Wait. I am the nameless legend. I'd have to have no eyes in my eye holes. It would be like... What? Oh, excuse me. You weren't able to see my face. My face is off camera. It's like... Yeah, it's like... What, is that what it looked like? How do I do it? I should hold a picture side by side. Yeah, don't I kind of look like the unknown? When I do that, like, hey. What the heck? Turn this head sideways. Alright, what am I doing? Just doing weird. Excuse me. No! Yeah, I look at the picture, I hold a picture of the unknown side by side with me. It's like, what the fuck? When I do that, weird. I like playing as the unknown. So, crazy Boston weird guy. This is not scary as Rocket League. Stop that! You say that almost every time. What do I do here? 2 seconds left. Here we go. Start. I know I could have just skipped through all that, but I chose to sit through it. Alright, here we go. I just wanted to talk for a bit, you know, before it actually starts. Like, what are my thoughts of what I might see and everything. Kind of like predicting and everything. But then I started doing silly and such. I just want to, you know, talk to you guys for a bit. Well, I also kind of did this to give you guys some time to show up if you wanted to see my reaction. That's another reason why I kind of did this. So there's been multiple reasons, you know? Give you guys time to show up as if the stream was still starting soon. Like, I already started, you know? I'm no longer on my stream starting soon, but this says stream starting soon. In the, you know, the broadcast I'm trying to do a live reaction to. Still live reacting to it, even if it's no longer happening live, but yeah. Maybe I should turn the lights on. Do you think I should turn the lights on? Or should I leave the lights on? it's a horror game, you know? I don't know. It's fun. So maybe you can see it better? Is it hard to see? You guys can see okay? Oh, maybe I should turn the lights on. It's a little bit okay. Or maybe it's alright. It's okay, right? I don't know, I just kind of do that when I'm playing horror games or something. Yeah, it's usually when I'm playing like a horror game or something, I have the lights out like this. Keep the lights off so it's spooky. Right. That's actually what it's doing.
This might be the best one yet.
Ghost Arcade. The polyester in there. He's like, ah! Oh, it's that. What in the world? Bro. Ah, Starva. What the frick? No, those are the people who are showing up here. The other content creators. What the frick? There he is. See, that's what he did. He's got no eyes, it's his eye holes. Someone eat his eye holes? What the frick, man? What am I saying? That's nasty. Look at that smile. He's smiling at us. Unknown. It's disturbing. May 9th. I like how they do that. It's May 9th, and it's the 9th anniversary. You see that? How they do that? I like how they did that. That's funny. They probably planned for it to happen on this day.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey! Hi there!
Folks, we got a show for you.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see it.
That,
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid heads at the back there.
oh, wow.
Hi.
Oh, snap. Hello. See that? Hey, pyramid heads back there.
So, in the biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems
That
that
was
it worked.
funny.
I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you,
Like-
everybody, for joining
Hello,
us
it's like,
today
hi.
for Dead by
my
Daylight's
God. That was
9th
funny.
anniversary
Insane.
live stream spectacular from PAX East in Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, God, it's funny. Yeah, turn their heads back there. All right.
This is one of my
I love
favorite
that.
events
I still
every
can't
year,
get over that.
but I haven't been here for a good
Oh my
decade.
God.
What's
That's
happening?
Kote.
I don't. Is the unknown? Is the unknown here?
What? Where? Ah, that's the unknown right there. Oh, that's funny. See what they did there.
It's a great
Costume.
event. I used to live in Boston,
Cosplays.
Massachusetts.
Cosplays in here.
But for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
That's
There was a
funny.
global thing that happened.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, PAX has always been very special
Yeah.
for us.
PAX
It's not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our
9
people here.
years, man.
It's where it all began.
9
for us,
years.
right?
It is.
Yep.
9 years ago, we had the smallest little booth you can get in the corner there, and then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30
Yep.
people. We had a
Course.
dream. We had stars in our eyes.
Look at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jillikers.
Check it out. Behold the
But
good.
we had this little
Look
gem
at him
of a
right
game,
there.
you know, this strange,
That's a Kote.
asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to
Behold.
escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People
It's just like-
understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
It worked indeed.
It worked.
And you know what? We dove right into it.
Yep.
If no one knows, you should be ashamed. But this man right here, his name is Matt Cote, our head of partnerships on Dead by Daylight.
Nothing good there. Right, of course. But
And my
film
name's Eric
director.
Pope. I'm the community director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm very happy you're here.
Yeah, what the
So
frick,
as
dude?
Matt was saying, PAX specifically is very
Really?
important to DBD. And Matt,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, we've gone back to the archives, not those archives, our archives. We've gone back to our archives. Calm down.
Your archives.
And we
Like,
found a little
aw.
clip of Matt from the very first one. So why don't we roll that?
How many
What?
killers, how many survivors are you hoping to add? A lot more, or?
Yes, many, many more. The idea has always been when you start the game, you don't know who you're up against, you don't know what powers are going to be facing you, you don't know which map you're going to be in, and the other survivors, you don't know what abilities and perks and whatnot they're going to bring.
Right.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That sounds
Not
about
sure
right.
what was up with
I
my
guess.
eyebrows back then.
Let's have a hand for Matt's eyebrows. 2016 Eyebrows
Except
were
for
very
when
bushy. I
people
love
do
it.
these metagoom
So
builds
I
and
like
stuff.
to think the team delivered on what
Metagoom's
you
kind of
said.
screw that
and,
up.
now
what
we
he was
are in a
getting at
place where we
there.
have 38 killers.
This is scary
Sorry,
as
38
hell.
survivors.
Yes,
45.
yes, it is. That's serious, Kevin.
38 killers, 45 survivors, and
Insane.
a billion perks.
About a billion
A
perks.
billion perks.
And so
A
many
billion
really,
perks.
really awesome licenses that came to join us over the years.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think you have always said it's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Yes, Halloween.
Michael Myers.
There are a few here, I believe. Halloween was the very first time we brought in some Legends of Horror.
That's when the first. That's one of their first license
Leatherface, Chucky,
chapter.
Alien,
Ghostface, Stranger Things,
Ash from Evil Dead.
and on and on.
Yes.
Yep.
And on it rolls.
Yeah, one of the big
Golly.
milestones for us was probably like Silent Hill.
Resident Evil?
Silent Hill was the very first time we had a video game chapter.
I
and
remember
for
that.
us, it meant
That was the
quite a lot
4-year
because
4-year
Silent Hill
anniversary.
and Resident Evil specifically were games
Yep.
that
Resident Evil. Right.
inspired a lot of us on the team
I
to
figured
make
it'd
video
say
games,
Resident
right?
Evil.
They were with us when we were young, and being able to work with these people to create something in our game that
Look at
they
that,
were proud
yeah.
of, that they thought their
Albert
fans
Wesker.
would enjoy, was so validating and humbling.
Out of
honestly.
one.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Just a guy's opinion. I just realized, by the way, I want to apologize to this half of the room because I'm just looking over here at Matt.
Okay, I'm looking at them.
Hi.
I'm looking at them.
Yeah, you get Matt's face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah,
You just
iconic
roast
licenses,
himself
Matthew.
like that?
It's a nice
What the
segue
hell,
actually
man?
to our show today. We've added another or some.
Yes.
Well, then let's, without further ado,
Here it is.
Yeah, what are we
dive
going
into
to
the
talk
run
about
of
today?
show to tell you what we're
Not
actually
as
going
scary
to
as
talk about.
Rocket
Matt and I
League.
just
You
rambling.
saying that
So if you want
again?
to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off. Whenever you want, with Jose
Hello.
and
Roadmap
Justin to
to
talk
an L.
about the upcoming
Five
content
Nights at
roadmap,
Freddy's. Yes.
as well as
Upcoming
quality of
collection.
life updates.
Choose your own chapter.
Stop it.
What? Quality of life updates. It's like, stop it. That's funny. Wasn't a
After
blessing.
that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Freddy's?
What?
What?
They said it could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
They're doing
And
it.
it happened.
Doing
Oh
it
no.
live. After that, we've got
Should do
fan
it.
favorite Rosalie to introduce
And
you to
they
some
did it.
amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
And they did it. Oh.
And then my
Yeah,
favorite,
collections.
Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about
Shame
another
on
one of
you.
our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says
Yep.
choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know what it means.
Pretend you can't read.
So I think that's enough. We can get things rolling now.
What
Thank
does
you,
that
Matt.
say?
What?
I'm just going to leave now.
Well, but he's going to come back. Don't worry, Matt.
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
Oh! You turn that head back there.
And now we'll
Oh.
welcome Justin Brown
Love
and
when you
Jose
did that earlier.
Ramos.
I still can't get over that. What the fuck? That was funny.
Welcome,
What is
guys.
that?
Hello.
Hello, Roadmap and
Jose is our
let's see
executive
it.
producer on Dead by Daylight.
Let's see
He's
the
a vice
quality of life
president as
updates.
well,
What you got
for
here?
People who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our
Roadmap.
senior director of product management.
Yeah,
If you don't know what that
let's see it.
means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team
Wow.
to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The quality of life initiative couldn't have happened without these guys.
Yes.
Absolutely. It is one way
Quality
to my
of
very
life.
first live stream, so that's pretty amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I will tell my kids that there were 12,000 people also. That's
What is
something
that?
like
Look at
So
this
yeah,
thing
as you
right
said,
here.
I think we want
Well,
to
I'm
give you
circling
a
with my
sneak
mouse.
peek of
I don't
our
know what
content
that
roadmap
is.
leading us to the 10th
It's
year
supposed to be a
anniversary,
spring trap?
which is crazy just to say
Could be.
it. We will also give you an update
Oh, that's
on
true.
our quality of life efforts, as you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the
Rocket
details.
League makes me
Yes, of course.
cry.
And
We
before
Stop
we dive
talking
in,
about
I just
Rocket
want to give
League.
a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality,
Oh,
year after year.
Shout out to the DVD
that's
team.
good. DVD team. That's nice.
Watching while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone to do quiet mic. I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many years. I think the main one, is, of course, is 2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life
The frick, dude.
was something that we really wanted to
Okay,
achieve.
sure.
Cross progression is something that
There's
also
something
you
in the
waited for a
chat.
very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna,
So that was odd.
Killer with a Dog, but also the very
Okay,
most
like,
recent
yeah,
chapter that we
right.
released with Tokyo
Here's
Ghoul was
Cabin.
one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had, and it was quite amazing for us.
And I think you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt...
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Shout out to our anime fans.
Many
Was it,
Our anime
Attack
fans
on
in
Titan?
Boston, Massachusetts.
was it Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan? What are they talking about
for
here?
indulging me.
But also, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue.
Tokyo Ghoul.
I think Dave,
Oh, yeah.
Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time
Sound
with
like-
them, and that's really
Yeah,
what we
like
want to do a
Attack
bit
on
more.
Titan,
Spending
but yeah.
time with our community, going to events like this one, and more to come. We were in Scotland recently. We were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom LATAM just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week with the unshakable EMT Orella Rose, which is very cool.
Super neat. I'll be honest.
Though I imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So.
I get it. Alright. Sure. Guess I've seen this again.
You're gonna be all right.
We'll be alright. Yep. Paramedic. Yep. Medic! No medic! Medic! Excuse me. What? Medic! Oh my god. What? Uh-oh. Yeah.
This cannot possibly be real.
Oh, baby, it is.
My name is Orella. I'm here to help.
You are. Indeed. It's like, I'm here to help. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Ah.
We got to do
So-
a lot of fun
Yes,
teasers
you are.
for Orella, so it was
Here
really
to
cool
help.
to see people kind of fall in love
Yeah.
with her before they even knew who she
Uh.
was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to
Okay.
keep doing more teasers in the future. So
Yeah.
thank you.
That's teasers.
And one last thing about
Yeah,
Orella,
that's-
actually, I
this
think you
thing.
see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Orella.
Yeah.
With
Might get one
the
of those,
St.
to be
Justine
honest.
Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's
I get
running
the red
already
one.
in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells. And all
orc
100%
cells,
of those
please, orc
proceeds are
cells.
going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal.
Oh, that's nice. Alrighty. Cool. Great. Great.
We actually have a twist coming up in that
Welcome.
campaign, too. Stay tuned.
Oh.
Orella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to
look at that.
year 10 calendar, Justin.
You're
That's
10.
right. This is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers. Sorry. I will say we have 5 chapters. 3 will be licensed. 2 will be original. Of course, the
3
next
will be
chapter
licensed?
you guys already know. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep. Of course. Wow.
It's a killer
2
in a
new
map,
survivors?
but Dave and Matt are going to be up to talk way more about that
Rift?
just after us.
Yeah,
We're
it
gonna
says
follow that
Rift.
up
It's
with
called
another
Rift
licensed
now.
chapter that will feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to
No.
end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically. And it's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
Oh.
Messy. It's gory.
Very messy. We will close out the year with one big licensed chapter with not 1 but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank you for the wonderful segue, Jose.
Wonder which one could do
So for
Friday
some
the
of you, of course, the
13th.
content is what
You know,
drives
Jason
you and
Voorhees.
excites you, the new content that comes to DVD. But
If it
I
does or
also think
doesn't.
for a lot of you, and myself included, who, you know, I talk to the community every day.
They just
quality of the
teased
game,
out
quality of
what
health of the
they
game
could
is
do.
just as important as the new stuff.
They
So
teased at 'em
that's what we're going to talk
already.
about now. Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being
Is some
prioritized.
horror.
As Jose just mentioned, we've even taken the decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases.
I have a
based
feeling what
around
the 2
when you want
survivors is and the one after
So,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Jose, why don't you take it away?
But I don't know.
So
Of course, you don't know yet.
Success of DBD
Just a guess.
is about the community. And so this year,
Who
what we
knows?
really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback, and to improve the overall experience
Who knows?
of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with
Like
some
2
details that we have
survivors?
made great progress, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to meet some hiccups. The last release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on some of the killers, and that's something that we want to react very quick on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release,
Wouldn't
maybe
be
a
cool
little
if
rocky,
Jason could,
we are holding our
Friday the
hotfix
13th.
schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week.
Who knows?
Hoping to fix as many of the bumps.
They said
in
they
the road
have an
that we ran
open
across
suit
with
for
this
'em.
week's release.
Of course. And if you've watched the live streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. So all of our focus is really about delivering on that promise to you guys as the players.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
and actually I want to mention, we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first feature, major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release. It was pretty well received. We got also a lot of great feedback on how we can tweak it to be even better. So it's been a cool way to kick off the initiative with a
Actually, you're allowing people to
feature that
give
helps
up
to
on the
address some
game.
issues.
You're allowing
Of course,
people to
and
give
the most
up
recent
in the
release,
match
despite some
and
of
just
the issues
lose.
that you know are already
You say,
there,
oh, it's
we
okay
did
to
fix
give
some
up.
critical issues. The skill
That's
check
what
release
abandoning
window has
is.
been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The
I
unhooked
never
spam exploit
even bother with
resolved.
abandoning.
We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago. Not to be confused with seeing
That's
your
the
survivor
impression I
community's
get
perks,
when
which
it's
is
like-
something we'll do
like,
later
oh,
in the year as
surrender.
well. And then
Like in
the
League of
sort of
Legends, for
controversial
example.
quest system. We do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the
Quest.
opposite, if anything. So
Quest
we're going to look at the
system.
numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make on the quest
Grindy.
system. But we're really happy that you can finally make progress on more than one quest in a match, in addition to removing that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest, now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match. So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest system.
Cool. So we've got an
Okay.
asset we can put up on the screen to help us for the next section.
Yes.
There it is.
So
Whoa.
a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is going
Call
to
it
actually be
surrender
released in
option.
June. So very, very soon around the corner. And a few,
So
few ones that I
abandoned.
wanted to
Yeah.
highlight. One is, for example, the gamma setting. We know that it can be tough
It'll probably do.
when it comes to the darkness level of some map, and being able, especially for console players, to be
Go
able to
next
deal with those gamma
prevent?
settings is again going to go a long way. The go next prevention is quite important. Encouraging survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending. I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points. So being able to spend them in a matter of a few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, massive leap for DBD players for sure.
And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, and actually there is another one, which is custom game improvements. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. We had...
custom match, yeah.
Custom matches.
Can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. The list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that you have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another, and we are going to bring those things right into this June release as well. So happy to go fast on this one.
Yeah, and of course, that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to custom match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in custom match specifically, which will be very cool.
What about 2v8? Can that be in custom match too?
Wow.
Yes, it will include 2v8 in custom.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, nice. Look at that.
Dave liked that one. Or maybe that was me. So we built this list.
What was that?
My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that.
Right.
And now,
right now it doesn't
we've
seem
already
to be
talked
doing too well.
about stuff that people
The abandoned
generally knew
feature.
about. Now we can get into the second half of our quality of life initiative.
Yeah, of course. And so phase 2 is meant to take us through to the end of the year and even beyond. And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated on. So I guess I'll give it to Jose to tell us a bit more.
Yes. So
I can try and do something about it, but it doesn't really fix the core problem
that we want to take in order to improve camping, slugging, tunneling. We will actually give you more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right.
Wow.
It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure, again, we do it right. There is things like the keyboard and mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer. Along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right, so map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time. We wanted to give survivors a big update. We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors. We're going to change that. Map are going to change to be basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch, and there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take. Ooh, people like that.
This next one's also going to be an ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So, in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys complain about it for a long time. we really want to focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white, just survive and kill. So that's going to be a really big change coming to MMR. We've heard it. We're excited to deliver that. We're going to
MMR revamp, people. If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
For the first time ever in an update, we're going to introduce a new Survivor item this summer, which will be very cool, right in decor. It'll be exciting. Of course, we're bolstering our anti-cheat measures because that's always a problem. We're going to start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer. And as much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a match, 12, 13, 14 minutes sometimes. Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you don't have to just sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Just a note on that, that's coming very soon.
What is that? I wonder how that will work.
It's coming very soon, but not in the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next 2v8, just so your expectations are set. Okay, one last thing, we do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now. If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely.
Okay.
And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea is that is a wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that in our next broadcast.
It's one of those things where you enter in there and maybe to get a discount or something.
And I do need to wrap up now, guys.
That's what
Thank you
sounds like.
so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Of course.
Awesome, thank you.
See, Fortnite is an example that does something like that.
I think you okay?
Okay.
Yeah, go.
I think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. The Leighton fans this whole time.
So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it. Thank you, everybody.
That's it. Of course, we all know it's. I mean, come on, it has to do it. Springtrap, you know? Like, who else gonna do then? There it is. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Hello,
Let's
Pax.
do this.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to be back here. It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them. They're amazing. You know, especially Mr. Unknown somewhere there. Amazing. But I don't see anything, so, right? Yeah. All right, so of course being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, you know, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
Like security breach. And that's afraid it's like, you know, a security breach or something like that.
So, of course, the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore.
The whole franchise as a whole.
I just wanted to say really quickly that, you know, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time. So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer. Let's show that bad boy.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, what is this? Hey! Dude. Hello. Okay. The way they made him look in there. Damn! Alright! Yep. As you would expect.
You like that?
Looking good. Like he does in FNAF 3.
Well, thank you for that. So I guess we made the right choice.
Interesting teaser. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course, Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series.
Of course.
And for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
I can't wait to see that.
So the animatronic today, we won't go into the power or the perks.
Kind of gross looking.
Yeah, we're not revealing.
Good
We're not revealing
okay.
a lot.
Yeah,
but
I get your kid.
we'll
good.
show some screenshots
Understandable.
later, and if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding
It's
on
understandable.
top of the killer a
It's
very
all
interesting
good.
survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter. That will appear every time you play as Springtrap or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream.
This is just a teaser?
But I want to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones.
Legendary ones.
This, but there's one we absolutely need to talk about
Is it
today.
legendary?
A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little.
Oh my God! It is a legendary. Good God! Oh! Hey! Really? Okay. Bang! Matthew Lillard.
Of course.
Hey!
You may have noticed on screen there, this is the yellow rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard. So
Matthew Lillard, yeah. Awesome. That was good.
Fine, get it out.
No, I've seen the movie.
Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters.
The guy is likeness. Of course, it's his actual self. Wow.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Wow!
Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec.
Oh my God.
Oxen free. Holly, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Okay. Wow. That's all right.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
The guy plays as Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. Or he voice acts Shaggy in Scooby-Doo.
There is a map.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or Ghostface, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
We
couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
All right. Yeah, well, they do. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
The movie one. Well, sure.
So we
what you
took
expect it to look like.
from the first game. So
that's from the first game. Most of it.
So instead of looking at it through camera, you're actually going to walk in it. And it's filled with Easter eggs, surprises, and of course, jump scares.
The game's known for jump scares. Look at that! Dang,
and there's
man.
also one fantastic... Oh, well, I'll let you...
Hey! There's animatronics. You got Banu, Freddy, and Chica.
It is cool. It's an awesome map.
Is that the pit? The pit, the ball
can't
pit?
wait for you to play into it.
Because there's a game called
there's
The
also
Pit.
something very, very cool, a quality of life
Good
feature
looking.
that we're
Yeah, it
adding
is good
with
looking.
this chapter.
I like that.
We will have a
It's like,
separate
it looks like
queue
the
where you'll be
movie,
able to
the
go
restaurant from the movie.
in this
Well, that's how it looks in general, but The way they made it
And
look
that's
in the
something that's
movie
going to be
is
present
originated
for
from the
every
game.
upcoming
Yeah.
map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll do. All
That's
right.
cool. I can't wait to actually play on that
if
map
everybody hates
when
it,
it comes
we'll
out.
take it out.
But where's Foxy? I didn't see Pirate Cove in
tried
there.
to listen,
I
is
saw
what
the
I'm saying.
stage. Freddy, Chica, and Bon in there. In FNAF 1. That's what that
else?
was. That's cool.
Well,
I like that. How they did that
I think
there.
we're actually out of time on this one, so
Oh,
it's okay.
come
There's gonna be an
on.
extreme. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the actual release. So right now, Dave and I will scoot.
This?
Dave will be back later, don't
Got
worry. And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
I just used my phone just now to scan the QR code. Yeah. Great. I'll get in on that. Upcoming collection.
What is it we're removing?
I was hoping to see more, but okay.
No? Okay.
Have to wait
I
till
couldn't hear
later to see more.
So,
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
How,
I was like,
how do we follow that?
I have no idea.
Well,
what they showed there.
Rose, with
Man.
upcoming collections.
So there's no survivor?
See?
Alright. I guess just
Thanks
the
for
killer.
joining us, Rose. Rose
In
is
the map.
as often as we can, we get her on
Or a
stage
legendary
to share
skin
the cool
of
cosmetics that are
Matthew
planned,
Lillard.
and today is no exception.
That's
So why don't we
neat, man.
dive in, because this show is
So cool,
running
though.
by us
Really.
very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time.
But when you think
about a year
about
ago,
it,
we did a
you never
community
actually
contest
really
where people got to submit
you
designs
never
for
actually see
killers
the
and survivors,
protagonist.
among with other things. And they
Because
just
you
started
play as a
rolling out
protagonist.
This week's update. So
Security guard. You never really see the security guard. Because you're the security guard. That's
We
the
got
thing
Jake
about
Lone
it.
Wolf. Jake Lone
Hey.
Wolf outfit by Fairy Kun, Little Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death
Yeah.
Top by It's Your Boy.
That's cool. I like that.
You may have heard
The
some
singularity
discussion
outfit.
about the Singularity
Huh?
that it's missing something on its face.
Oh, what?
Should we add the frowny face back to that? No,
All
we
right,
have to.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Ah. I had
This
a
is how
problem with
community people pressure
Or
the devs to
movement.
do things.
Ah.
Just for you,
That's
though.
funny.
Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned.
That's funny.
And we have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in riffs throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, cosmetics. Sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose,
Oh, pretty
that, you know, taps into maybe a video game
What's
relevant audience.
What?
So, as you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight. As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters, now we're super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight.
What? What? What is this? What the frick?
This
No.
place. There's evil here.
Seriously?
In the air.
Oh my god. Wow, they really did that. You gotta be kidding me.
You guessed it,
The
the
Witcher.
Witcher collection
Damn,
coming
man.
out on June 3rd.
June 3rd, very
Ow.
soon.
What the heck, man?
So fans of The
Chopping
Witcher,
people in the
which I
audio.
won
It's
year
like,
one, and I hope we have some other.
that's
It sounds like
funny.
we have some other Witcher fans
Like,
here.
dude.
It's a cosmetic collection.
I've watched other
6
people play
new
those games.
Witcher-themed outfits
But I
coming
never really
from.
played them myself, though.
Exactly. And of the 6, there
So,
are
yeah.
2 legendary outfits. The
I'm
first one
familiar
being
with the
the
two
Leshen
crossovers,
outfit
but-
for the artist.
Dang, man.
And of
That's
course,
nice.
Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
Ooh. Victoria Sasko.
So
That's
one of the
cool.
best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of
Ah.
voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's original voice actor.
Huh.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend.
Oh.
I saw. He's down in the signing
Oh.
area, so go meet him after the show.
And
Okay.
that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
What? Hello.
Siri,
Ooh.
Triss
Hey.
Marigold, and Sheridan.
That's funny. Oh, dang.
So stay
The
tuned.
heck?
We'll release more info on our
That's
socials
funny.
later.
The people in the audience.
I actually didn't know we were going to
Funny.
show all those. That's great. We changed things at the last
The
minute a lot
heck,
of times.
Ken.
So those look fantastic. I'm excited. Just a note about if you're wondering, if you're kind of deep into this game, his medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen in our
What?
games because the entity doesn't want him to have kind of a
Suppresses all magical powers.
yeah. So in case people were worried about that, it's not happening. Okay. So
We also have some super cool
Ow.
Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time.
Ow.
And one
Wait.
of them is
Oh.
this
Oh,
amazing
come on.
Geralt in the Tub
Ow.
player card.
That again?
We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
our requisite
Yeah.
feat content has been met for the show.
Oh my God.
So yes, June 3rd is right around the corner. Get psyched. But we still have some more to show you of other things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw,
Okay, what the
tall
heck,
guy,
Tim?
big bushy eyebrows back in the day.
Weird.
He did a
That's
TV
strange.
show with the Boulay brothers called Dragula. And they
Dracula.
did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was flipping cool. And why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was super cool.
What?
I'm jealous of Matt. But they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula, Antoine Thula, your Queens of Darkness, the Boulay Brothers, and we are so
Okay.
excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight.
Ah.
One of my
Oh.
favorite episodes of the show is when we did
What
our
the
Dead
heck?
by Daylight challenge, and our cast had to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulay Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the winning design for that
Okay.
episode. The second is the Boulay Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is a mix
Jeez.
of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the fall.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Yep, pretty much.
Look at that.
Razor Chasm. I guess so.
Couple of concepts here of what you just saw.
I don't think that's some kind of series. What the hell?
And we're gonna keep it rolling because this show
Oh
doesn't
my
have
God.
limited time.
I don't know, I
So
just
next
find
up,
it too
is something
weird,
from the
too
extended
odd
world
for
of
me,
Dead by
but
Daylight.
yeah.
What can you tell us about this one?
So
Hmm.
last year, Supermassive Games released The Casting of Frank Stone,
That's just
which
me.
explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year,
Yeah,
Frank Stone
right.
in his
It is, Ken.
in his transformed state
Yeah.
will be entering the entity's
Mhm.
trials as a cool new
Right.
legendary outfit for the Trapper.
What?
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion outfit to be released
Hey.
in September.
Frank
And
Stone.
just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight, but that is what
Oh.
it's based on. So stay tuned for that
Yeah.
one.
That's from
All right,
Frank
last
Stone. That's
one.
Frank
Oh,
Stone.
actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now.
Yep.
No excuse
I gotta
not to
finish
buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive.
I haven't
Love it.
finished it
Okay,
yet.
last one
Well,
that Rose has
finished it.
brought for us today is adding some new
Sure.
outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection. Both of
Oh.
which are releasing on August 5th. The first one
Tomb Raider.
is Laura's classic ensemble, which is the iconic
Tomb
look.
Raider, Lara Croft.
Hey.
Yep, this is the iconic
Sorry.
look that started it all for Tomb Raider, and we're super happy
Yeah.
to be bringing it to Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight.
Right.
We'll also be adding in another outfit, but
Okay.
we'll be sharing more news about that.
Ah,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Wasn't ready yet. Just
What am I doing?
stay tuned.
I don't
We'll
know.
recognize it though.
That's true. Get
Just
hyped.
checking my
Thank you
microphone.
so much, Rose.
Audio
I told
mixer.
you this would be fine. FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys?
Ah. Sure. Sure.
So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you for showing. For sharing.
Folks, now you got to spend a minute
Okay.
with me. I'm sorry.
That was interesting.
So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can, and our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face. Not my face, don't worry. So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone. If the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face.
Whoa.
The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam, I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
What? Ah! Ow. Oh, good God, man. Ah! Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, crap. Ow. Ah! Dang. Okay. Interesting. Pixelated.
So you can actually head to Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah. Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melting. Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
All right. What is this? Choose your own chapter.
Hello, Eric. I got to readjust myself. Hi,
What?
Dave. Hello. All right, Dave.
What's going on here?
We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show. And
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer. New survivor.
Yes.
And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you I've not created it yet.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in, homemade killers and some pitches online, how to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to it's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave, I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so.
All right.
So, do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So, basically, what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this. Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here who are pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books, and you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open a door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
So I think the community is probably going to make something special with their choices and pretty wild. Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the high-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these high-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to, in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So, for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be: is it an undead character? Is it a a person that has occult supernatural powers? And so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defined this Survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, oh, I got a new choice to make this week. You go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist. So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to take all these folks through the whole production cycle, yeah?
Yeah, so pre-production, we start with fantasy, themes, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, you know, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
Yep, it's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through because you might actually learn something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think it's gonna be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep, so, whoa, hey. Matt's excited. Yeah, so the idea is, you know, our 10th anniversary, almost a year-ish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be a super nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not going to wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, well, whoa, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, you know, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
hey, no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Pax.
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout out. Let's see that merch, folks. Matt's making his way out here. You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now, on the DVD shop. So, yeah, hi, Matt, why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, oh, there's got to be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
In this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year.
What now?
Because we heard Gorgiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you
oh
already
my
told them
God!
Yeah, there's been
Oh,
a
you
bunch
gotta
of
kill
clues
me.
hidden throughout our broadcast.
Come on.
A bunch of hints.
They didn't.
So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly,
Really?
we're looking at you.
Funny.
And then give us our
Yeah,
best
a little bit,
speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
What?
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching.
Yeah, I think
Oh, come on.
I think
What?
Shrek is in the maybe pile.
Oh my God.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best
The Walking
speculations
Dead.
and your best guesses. We will let
kinda
you
already
know
said
if
what
you
it
were
is.
right.
We
Go
heard-
back
I
and watch
think
the
it's The
show.
Walking
We
Dead.
heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you.
This
on
is The
stage.
Walking Dead. I don't know why I'm thinking
Shout
it's
out
The
to the
Walking
Binding of
Dead.
Isaac action
I'm just
event. We were
saying,
just
guys.
talking about
I
us
feel
on
like
Twitter,
it's Walking Dead.
But
Is
it's
it
not that.
really? Like Rick Grimes or
I shouldn't
something?
say that, but
No,
it's
you're
not.
not supposed to.
Because there's 2 survivors, you know?
One last time, thank
Well,
you again
possibly.
so very much.
That's not what they already said.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Boston,
man.
Massachusetts.
The whole create your own
Have
chapter
another
thing.
stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay
I got some
tuned.
more of it. Nice.
And come see us at the booth afterwards.
Wait for that.
We'll be happy to hug and shake.
Who knows? I'm not doing a reaction to that. Oh, it's over like that. Ow. The way it ended like that.
Last time, thank you again so very much.
Yeah, see. It's
It's
just like
been
that.
an absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts. We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay tuned.
And come see us at the booth afterwards. We'll be happy to hug and
Yeah.
shake.
Yeah, that's just how it ends. Like, okay. That's kind of odd how it ended like that. I don't know, man. It ended like that. So, dang, man. Wow. Yeah, I feel like the two survivors is The Walking Dead. I don't know why. I feel like I just have the hunch. It's probably The Walking Dead. The two survivors. They said they kind of like hinted at it, you know? Well, what do you guys think it is? It's not The Walking Dead. I'm just saying that because I see some other people speculating like it could be The Walking Dead. I could be wrong. Jeez, like I've seen some people out there, like you know, Schmuckles. That's another Dead by Daylight content creator. Schmuckles, who you know, it's how he speculates what it could be and such. That kind of going with what he said. I think the same thing actually kind of makes a lot of sense. Like it could probably be The Walking Dead. Like, dude, seriously, The Walking Dead? He's been speculating if this gonna be Walking Dead for a long time. We didn't know when that was gonna happen or not. Like, Springtrap looks good. I know, right? Yeah, Springtrap. I can't wait till they show more. So, I might do another reaction video on when they do the Five Nights at Freddy's, like, live stream, just for that chapter specifically. I know from past chapters, I don't usually do a reaction video. And then out of any reaction video I do with Dead by Daylight, it's mostly been around the anniversary event. And I feel like this year's anniversary podcast is just a little odd compared to last year's, you know, compared to previous years. That's like, yeah. I don't know, sorry if I seemed like I was like doing this all the time. Like, was I falling asleep on the microphone or something, just sitting there listening? No, I don't know why I did that, because I'll be honest with you, I'm just tired from work earlier today. I wasn't expecting to do that. No, I'm not like, oh, I found it boring or anything. It's not like, oh, you're making me fall asleep. No, it's not like that. It wasn't anything like that with what was going on there. Like, I was listening, even though I was just you saw me, like, doing this. My face slowly into like I wasn't trying to do that on purpose. I was like, what the heck? I was just listening. Something about we create our own survivor or killer. I barely remember much of that part, but we'll see more on it. I don't know, this anniversary podcast kind of felt a little nah. I mean, what? I don't know, was I expecting more? I mean, I don't know what to expect. Guess I just can't wait to see more of the Springtrap thing in Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I can't wait to play on the Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria map straight from the first game. I like how they referenced a lot of stuff, because they saw the ball pit, you know, the ball pit in there. Because I know there's a game called The Pit, right? There's a Five Nights at Freddy's game called The Pit. And it's not like, if that's what that's referencing, I don't know if the ball pit you saw on the map was referenced to or not. Could be. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't played that game. I haven't played the Pit. Five Nights at Freddy's The Pit. I haven't played it, but I've seen other people play it though. That's, well, mostly kind of how I've seen all the other games. Like, I've mostly seen other people play all these Five Nights at Freddy's games before I start playing them. Like, you guys seen me play the first game, and I'm still already playing the second one, right? Which I get to recontinue replaying. Like, I did my playthrough on the second one, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Funny how I'm doing a playthrough of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. I already finished 1, but because since the previous month of October is when I covered I gotta continue that playthrough though. Funny how this year they're coming out with the movie, right? The Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the movie, comes out later this year in December, right? And I'm still playing the second one, the game. Funny how that's happened. What are the odds how that kind of lined up? Was intentional? No. Not like I was trying to play the sequel, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the game, at the same time as the movie coming out later in December. Wasn't trying to do that, but that's just, I think it's kind of funny how that lines up. Yeah. Because I know, the teaser trailer. Yeah, the teaser trailer for the sequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Like, I saw the teaser trailer. I haven't really done much of any reaction videos to the trailers to Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, but I still seen them. Like, I've even seen the movie, Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie. So the way they put Matthew Lillard in there, because, yeah, he plays as Lillian Afton, right? If you've seen the movie, Five Nights at Freddy's, God, the way they did that, it's like, what the heck, man? I was like, okay, that's pretty neat. How they put him in there? The guy's likeness and everything, he actually voice acted him. Because I know he's also the voice actor for Shaggy, right? Yeah, he's the voice actor for Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. So, yeah, he is. Aside from being Ghostface from the Scream movies, he's the Ghostface from the Scream movies. Yeah, of course. He does that, with the knife. Like, just, how you see him do that? Yeah, like, you referenced that in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Two of them. Funny how they do that. Yeah. I'll be honest, I was kind of guessing that the legendary skin was going to be someone like Vanny. You know Vanny? If you're familiar, well, yeah. You're familiar with the Five Nights at Freddy's security breach? Security breach, right? Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. There's the antagonist in there is not, it's not William Afton. It's not well, I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen other people play it though. Of course. Mostly I've seen other people play these other games before I start playing them myself. Because, you think there's not much to these games, but if you actually played these games, you'd see there's a little more than just simply watching someone play them. I mean, yeah, watch some people play them. But, of course, there's little cutscenes you kind of find in the game. They're going through these little mini-games inside the game while going through certain things. You mostly see that until the second game, though. But yeah. Second or third game. Which tells a bit about the lore in the game. It's like there's not much. And it's like, you kind of just created the lore as it just went on. Like, you didn't already have the lore before creating the games. It just kind of went on. That's why it always seems like such a mess. The lore in Five Nights at Freddy's just seems like a mess. Like it's a complicated mess. Mysteries. Like, yeah, complete mystery, in a sense. Why you see some people create theories of what they think how the lore is and such. Trying to piece things together, but it's just a story, Don't look too much into it. Like the hippo. I mean, there's a hippo animatronic. They're in Ultimate Custom Night. Yeah, Ultimate Custom Night. You've seen that game? Yeah, like I said, I've seen other people play the games, and I haven't played it. I've yet to play that game, so there's a hippo, a purple hippo, that's shown in Ultimate Custom Night who constantly talks throughout the whole thing. after he jump scare. He's like, what the heck, man? How long is this gonna go on? He's just talking the whole time. It's just him talking throughout the whole thing after he jump scares you. Like, what the heck? He's like, it's just a story, you know? Don't need to read too much into it, you know? Otherwise, we'll just make yourself go crazy or something like that. It's just a story. Don't need to read too much into it with these theories, or whatever. That's what the Hippo said. I remember that. It's funny. Like, I've seen that. That is silly. Who knows? Why not actually see it for myself? Like, when I'm actually playing Ultimate Custom Night. When I get to it someday. Not sure when I'll get to Ultimate Custom Night, when I actually start playing it myself. But yeah, because I've seen a lot of other people play these games. But yeah, now I'm trying to play them myself, of course. You know, because I'm currently doing Finance Freeze too. Because if you keep up with everything I do with my videos every October. But yeah, of course, I only bring up Five Nights at Freddy's because Five Nights at Freddy's is in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, the way they did him. Yeah, of course, he looks just like the way he does in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, you know? Five Nights at Freddy's 3. The attraction, or whatever. Like, he's the only animatronic in the old rundown pizzeria, the original. Well, there's a bunch of phantoms. Of course, I've seen other people play it, but I've got to play it myself. When I get to that, that's the third game. The third game in the series. Which, he looks, of course he looks exactly, that's how he looks. I've seen it. That's pretty neat though, man. So we don't even know what his power is yet. They just teased us. Why tease us about it like that? We already have so much with it done. They like to drag things on and tease us about it. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So, wow. I don't know. Just, it just feel like this broadcast for this year's anniversary was just kind of odd. But, I guess they're just going to show more information about us even after the broadcast, like they said. Because it's a little different from the past year broadcasts. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know, I feel like I didn't get much out of it, but... you know, it's just a broadcast. It's meant to just preview everything on what we would expect to see. So yeah, just have to wait till they release most of this stuff down the line. Yeah, I feel like the two survivors are probably The Walking Dead. But yeah, that's just my guess. What do you guys think the two survivors are? For road, we're now into road 10, you know? The roadmap for year 10. Yeah, we're in the double digits now. Like 10 years. 10 years of this game. Well, 9 years. It's only been 9 years now. I mean, well, now we're going into the next roadmap, which Five Nights at Freddy's is the beginning of the new roadmap for year 10. It said they kind of already teased at what some of the licensed chapters are. Like, was it Asian? It said Asian horror. One of them was Asian horror. What could have that been? What's Asian horror? Like, I don't think The Grudge. You know, The Grudge would be considered Asian horror. You know, The Grudge. But then again, I guess The Grudge is a little too similar to like Sonico in some way. At least that's what I think some people have said. The Grudge, you know what I'm talking about? Unless I'm mistaken with what's what I'm talking about. Sonico, you know the Ringu? The Ringu, yeah, the ring. Sonico fell down the well. Not fell down the well, but she was trapped down the well. Cursed videotape. Vengeful spirit. Because it's an Unryo, and the branch is also like a vengeful spirit, unless I'm mistaken. I don't know, I don't think it's that. That's weird. It's like, oh, I was looking at the Road 10, the year 10 roadmap when they showed it, and I thought, well, which one's Friday the 13th? Like, oh, you know? Jason Voorhees, like, come on, man. They gotta bring them in here at some point. They said they've always had like a seat open for him. They've always had an invitation ready for him. You know, they're ready for him to come in. Like, he's always welcomed to show up in the game. We just don't know when that'll happen. You know, they have an invitation for him and everything. That's what they've been saying about Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th. If that'll ever happen, man. Who knows? Because I figured if he was going to be a part of the year 10 anniversary. Year 10 anniversary, can you imagine? If that's what, the, next anniversary, for Dead by Daylight will be probably, like, for that anniversary, we'll just have, like Friday the 13th. But who knows, man? Who knows what the next... They already mentioned, in the year 10 roadmap, 3 of them are licensed. I think 2 of them are original, what they said. I know they said 3 of them are licensed, but yeah, we're gonna have to show it up on screen again if I would see a picture of it somewhere. What? The kill switched. Oh. Weird. Yeah, I just can't wait. I mean, it's all a preview, man. We'll have to wait till the next upcoming months till all that stuff is released. Can't wait for it. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. God. Even some people in the comments of the video says it's Walking Dead. Yep, someone said Walking Dead too. The roadmap had some grayed out letters that spell ha. Really. Give a dick. Huh. Okay. The one who live, which is Walking Dead reference. The one who live. Oh, Walking. Yeah, one who live. It's a Walking Dead reference. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen the Walking Dead. You know what I'm talking about. I used to watch the Walking Dead a lot until the series finale of the show. Then ever since the show ended after series finale. I've seen like almost every episode of The Walking Dead. Weird. It's like someone in the comments said, please let us hide in the ball pit. Why would you hide in the ball pit? That's funny. Like if there'd be jump scares on the map. Michonne and Rick. Who knows what the 2 survivors could be? Could it be Michonne and Rick? Could it be Rick and Daryl? Who knows? Well, what's yeah. Ha! So it's like we technically have Scooby-Doo and Doo-Doo. What? Come on, just because it's Matthew Lillard. Let's start that. Like, if I can find the roadmap. Come on. Let me see if I can find the roadmap. And pull it up here, guys. And we'll look at it again. If I can find the roadmap. You know? Oh, snap. Okay, here we are. Yes. Awesome. Dead by Daylight. Oh, that's the broadcast. I already reacted to the broadcast and saw it already. Yeah. Here's what I'm looking at. Right here. Broadcast. Yeah. we saw this already. Oh, hey, look, that's new. Ah, yeah. Blue Dragon build this. There's the broadcast. Another. This. Yeah, we saw this already. There's the roadmap.
And
Looked at all of this. Yeah, looked at all of it. Yeah, man. Yeah. I did. Yeah, alright. So. Really refresh. Ah, yeah. That's then that PAX. PAX East touching there. Felt a little, like, just different this year, because they're at PAX East. I mean, the way they did it, like, I don't know, man. A little different from past years. I don't know, maybe it's just me and how I felt about it. But the dealer recently hit up PAX East for a live presentation of the Year 9 Anniversary broadcast, revealing that Springtrap will officially be the killer of the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, of course. Beyond that, the presentation also included a sneak peek at an incredible Springtrap legendary outfit featuring featuring Matthew Lillard and more. And that's only one segment. Let it catch the Gear 9 Anniversary broadcast. Here's everything you missed. Summarize their convenience. Yeah, I already react to it and saw it already. Do first reflection. Yeah. Look, there he is. Look at that. Ah! There he is right there. Ah, look at that. Ooh, there he is right there again. That's him right there. What does it raise? Don't do it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Right. Steady Pulse. Ah. Yeah. This is a trailer for Steady Pulse. That's already been out. Time slows down. Or die trying. Time slows down. Calm settles in. Not even the looming shadow of a killer can break her focus. If there are people in need, Orella Rose will save their lives or die trying. Excuse me for annoying ticks. How you doing though, Melancholy? Nice to you to stop by. Nice to see you, Melancholy. Yeah, so Springtrap looks good. Yeah, it did. I don't know, just reading their message again. Razorcast and the Ken are being weird in the chat, as usual. Really. Survivor. I tried. So. Yep. Oh, cool. Yeah, this here. Excuse the stupid ticks. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Kind of what we like saw. Quality of life initiation phase 2 and up to which I think about it with the curtain officially raised on the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. We'd like to circle back to our ongoing quality of life initiative. I'm looking through to see if I can see the roadmap. It was announced. Yeah, more stuff here for phase 2. What? Keyboard and mouse on consoles? Yeah, so that they're more perk presets. This is all quality of life stuff that goes out. 2v8 play while you want. Play while you wait, excuse me. Play while you wait, and you wait, and you just play while waiting. How is that gonna work? Like, yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Nice to see it. Yeah, just kind of like, I guess you could say I'm kind of recapping everything we just saw by going through this article. This is everything they kind of showed there. Like, should I read through all this, or new collections? Yeah, Witcher. Oh, yeah. They put The Witcher in Dead by Daylight. Look at that. Yeah, The Witcher. Hey, The Witcher, man. The Witcher. The casting of Frank Stone. This guy's gonna be in there, of course. As his kid for the Trapper. Legendary outfit for the Trapper. Frank Stone himself. From the casting of Frank Stone game. Yeah. I gotta finish that game. I already started playing it. Who've been keeping off my videos when I started in the previous October, where I started playing this game. I gotta continue playing it though. Violent others, yeah. This is super weird. I was like, what the heck? I don't know. It's way too odd. Or just, for me. I don't know, man. Like, I've heard of it and seen a little bit of it. But, yeah. Great for them. I don't know. It's just new. Yeah, not everything is for everybody. Like, it's just so weird how they call it that. Dracula? Really? The way they call it that. Yeah, no. It's just too odd for me. Oh, wow. Yeah, The Witcher in here. Is the killer coming with The Witcher? I don't think so. They didn't say. I mean, they got a bunch of other, legendary skins or whatever for other survivors in the game. Like, Witcher is one of them. I think The Witcher is a legendary skin or something for Vittorio or something. When you play as Vittorio, you then play as The Witcher. Unless it's, I guess, not really a standalone character. It's like an outfit, a legendary outfit, I guess. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh, collection Chaos Shuffle. This comes out with Chaos Shuffle. So when Chaos Shuffle happens around this time, I'm gonna check this out. Probably do an overview on it, go in depth again on it. For the Chaos Shuffle for The Witcher. I'll probably check that out in the future. Like Stone, man. As a legendary outfit for the Trapper. Bullet Brothers. Lots of new. Yep. And not everything is for everyone, no? But, yeah. Good to them. That's for the artists. Outfit. What the hell? The Huntress outfit. Tomb Raider, yeah, I like this. Alright. Hey. Oh. Hey, look. It's the look at this. Hey. The OG Tomb Raider. Yeah, the original Tomb Raider. I remember playing the original Tomb Raider game on the PlayStation. Yeah, as an outfit. They're bringing it back or something as a collection, Tomb Raider collection. Didn't they already have it? I thought they already had this in the game. Yeah. Choose your own chapter. This one here is what they said in there. It's like, what? Choose your own chapter. Like, we basically create our own chapter. Like, we, the community, actually create the chapter. This, what? And the chapter was like, really? So odd. Dead by Daylight's community become deeply involved in the creation of a new chapter, set to be released sometime in 2026. Chapter will feature both a killer and survivor whose looks, lore, and gameplay will all be decided by players by a long-running, wide-ranging series of choices. Presented in narrative format for them to vote on. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? We'll see how that goes. The whole community tries to create a chapter. Huh. Wonder how that'll turn out. It has not faced. Yeah, this is another game that's part of the Big Interactive. It's not part of Dead by Daylight, but yeah. Stop the clues. Yeah, stop the clues. If you've watched any of our recent anniversary podcasts, you probably know we enjoy using the end of the show to drop news of an upcoming license chapter. We're particularly excited that while we didn't exactly break tradition this year, we opt to do things a little differently. Closing the show, Matt Cote, game director on Dead by Daylight, revealed that clues pointing to our next big chapter had, in fact, been scattered, then scattered, then scattered, what? Excuse me, scattered throughout the broadcast. If you paid close enough attention, you might already know what it is. If not, we invite you go back through the show and see if you can figure it out for yourself before it's officially revealed in the near future. Man, after rewatching it just to try and figure out what it is. Yeah, we hope you had fun catching up on everything announced during our 9th anniversary podcast. Stay tuned for our next live stream where we'll be revealing revealing excuse me, our next live stream where we'll be revealing full 5 Nights at Freddy's gameplay, our Twisted Masquerade event, and more as we continue the celebration. Yeah, it feels like they kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I felt like this anniversary podcast was kind of rushed. No? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Beautiful. I think it felt more like a preview of what's to come. That's what this anniversary podcast felt like. Just a preview of what's to come. So, yeah, everything they mentioned, we'll see. Yeah. I don't know if there's a killer. I didn't see anything about a killer. I just saw that there's a lot of characters from The Witcher are as legendary, like, or so cosmetics for existing, like, survivors in the game. Basically, yeah. Like, where's the roadmap? That's what I'm wondering, what the roadmap is. Let's, like, go back to that webpage. Not the webpage. The video, just in the roadmap. Yeah. Rickstone will finally be able to fill threats in the fog, slaughtering sliders in an endless cycle of boom. Let's drop later this year. Rickstone. I gotta go back and finish that game. The casting of Rickstone has already started on it. I get to finish out the chapter. Yeah, I did the prologue. I just didn't really continue playing the game yet. If you saw my video, me already playing it. It was last October, though. Yeah, here's The Witcher. That'll be Chaos Shuffle, but I'll check that out when they release it. Yeah, the art, yeah, so it's Vittorio Toscano, Kate Denson, Sable Ward, Michaela Ray. The artists and the knight. Those are the characters in the game that have a legendary outfit or so for The Witcher. If they were legendary or something like that. I mean, it's a Witcher cosmetics. To where our existing characters in the game will look like characters from The Witcher, basically. Yeah. Like, that's how they have The Witcher, like, kind of like what they did with Attack on Titan. A little similar. With Attack on Titan cosmetics and Dead by Daylight. I guess kind of like that a little bit. When you think of that. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, but yeah. as these are outfits, not characters. Yeah, as these are outfits, not characters. Huh. 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 Why? Not characters. Huh. 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 Gerald and the others have not entered the fog in Dead by Daylight's canon. Have not entered the fog in Dead by Daylight canon. What? In Dead by Daylight's canon. Instead, huh. 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 Instead, huh. Really. Huh. On. Instead, their appearances will be taken on by Vittorio Toscano, Pete Jensen, Sable Lord, Michaela Raid, the artists, and the Knights. Who do with the Night Ticks? Yeah, that's who, I don't know, who am I kidding? I think they're, like, what you asked me is a killer coming with Witcher. As a cosmetic, you know? Like, see the artists in the night? The artists in the night are killers in the game, right? And they get cosmetics from The Witcher. So this is kind of like, you know, The Walking Dead. No, excuse me, not that. What I meant to say was, this is kind of like Attack on Titan, you know? How Attack on Titan had a collab with Dead by Daylight at one point? That's what this is kind of like, because they're all cosmetics. Just like the Attack on Titan cosmetics, right? And it got in the fog. Yeah. That's kind of what this is basically like. But now it's for The Witcher instead. Witcher. Oh, Dead by Daylight has welcomed many legendary games over the years. Huh. 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 Yeah. Huh. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Tomb Raider, Castlevania, Alan Wake, and of course, the recently announced Five Nights at Freddy's among them. Now the Witcher is the latest to enter the fog in the form of an upcoming new collection inspired by some of the game's most beloved characters. Yeah, it's a collection, like the Attack on Titan collection, and yeah, that's what this here basically is like. It sounds like, yeah. When I outline a complete breakdown of everything, including phase 2. Kind of honestly can't wait for what they do for phase 2. Quality of life updates. Huh. This goes on from. Okay. This goes from, July and December. I mean, they're not done with phase 1. They're still doing phase 1. Doesn't end until June, but July and December are phase 2. Quality of life initiated phase 2 and upbeat. Yeah, the curtain officially raised the, quality of life. We'd like to circle back to our ongoing quality of life initiative. It's listed with Thursday announced that we would delay some of our upcoming releases by approximately 3 weeks, allowing us to address several quality of life issues affecting the game. Yeah, now we're getting ready to kick off and kick off and kick off an ambitious new second phase with some big plans to tackle long-standing pain points. Here's a brief overview of several gameplay features that will be arriving throughout the rest of 2025 with a deep dive blog offering up more on these in the coming weeks. There's a sneak preview of it. one anti-slugging, anti-tunneling, anti-killing. So why was the whole abandon feature having to do with anti-slugging? Kind of weird how they do that. Very weird. That's their answer to handling it. I'm like, come on, man. Why are you saying you're giving the okay for people to just give up in the game by having an abandon option? It's like trying to surrender, like in League of Legends, for example. I never actually ever did that. Surrendered. Probably never ever. I'm probably not gonna ever bother with abandoning. Because it's basically you just giving up on something, you know? Like, oh, you give up. That's what you're doing when you abandon something. Instead of actually following through and just finish through the whole match. Till the very end. Some people would rather just abandon, rather than just finish and follow through the whole match and just finish it. Like, just... I don't know, man. Why they're allowing people to do that. It's like, for various reasons. Like they've already stated. It's just weird though. Like I already seen how it's not working out very well so far. But they're trying to improve upon it, I guess. The whole abandoned feature. Weird. Anti-slugging, anti-tunneling, anti-camping. I mean, come on. Doesn't really fix the issue at its core. Why camping, tunneling, slugging even happens. But I'm not gonna get into that. A lot of people already talk about so much. Like, whatever. I never really cared much for slugging, tunneling, camping. But, that's people who do it anyway. Yeah. Well, yeah, anyway. I've been waiting for them to fix slugging for 3 years since I quit. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, it says here, anti-slugging continued improvements. Like, they've already done something about it. Like, they put in a feature, it's like a surrender feature. Like, if you ever played any MOBAs, like League of Legends or Dota 2, there's an option where you can surrender, you know? You surrender with your team. Like, pull up the white flag, you know, you just, I surrender, and we surrender, and you just end the match, like, early, just like that, without actually going through and finishing the whole thing. Basically, they're doing the same kind of thing. They're using that same kind of feature, like you would find those kind of guilds, into this. Where people, like, if every survivor is slugged, everyone's on the ground. Everyone's in the dying state, on the ground. They all have the option to just abandon the game. And then just all be replaced with bots. So, without actually following through and finishing the game. I think that's just going to be annoying, seeing bots in the game and people do that, but that's their answer to try to solve something like that, by giving you the option to abandon the game. But, I mean, I feel like it's better to just follow through and just play through the game, man, instead of abandoning. Because it's like, oh, they're giving you the okay to just give up. That's the impression I get when you surrender or when you abandon. Since I've never ever actually surrendered ever when I played Dota 2 or League of Legends, I never even bothered with that option. Because it's not my nature to give up on something. But that's just me. I'm probably never gonna ever touch the abandon button. Just play through the game. Like I always have. Despite the experience that I always get that I can't stand, I still follow through. I mean, dude, sure, I may get frustrated or rage, but you never see me rage quit, do I? No, I never rage quit. Sure, I may get frustrated, but I never give up. No, I never give up. So, yeah, really, I still persevere and give up with it, despite my annoying experiences that I can't stand most of the time. But that's just my own experiences. You know, others are different. So, yeah, I always follow through. I never give up at anything I go through in life. Like, you're not going to learn through giving up. You're not going to succeed through giving up. You're not going to get anywhere through giving up. That's worse than failing, you know? Failing, here's what I'm basically saying is, failing is okay. Giving up is what's not okay. You ultimately fail if you give up. That's all I'm saying. I just can't stand the experience of constantly going through a losing streak when you're trying to win. It's like these games are so, like, there's so much pressure to win in so much of these games out there nowadays that, oh, if you can't win, go through a losing streak. It can be hard to enjoy a game and go through a losing streak. Why does it always feel punishing? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. That's just my experience of playing these games. Just frustrating. Like, you don't ever see me giving up in such a time. Sure, and they say things like, well, that's it. And they sound like, because I'm accepting the fact of how things go. It's just, because it's skill-based. It's predictable. I already have a feeling I know how things are going to go. And I, majority of the time, lose more than I win, because that's how it is. Going through a losing streak. Not much I can do about it when someone's better than me. Frustrating. I already know how it's going to go anyway. But I'm still going through. Just, when you're so used to it, it's like you just think, man. Like, I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I heard about that. The whole, abandoned feature, surrender. I'll probably never touch it. I'll be honest, I'll probably never touch the abandoned feature in this game. As if it never existed, basically. Because I never bother with abandoning or surrendering in any games that give you the feature to a surrender. Nope. I never do. Like, why even click on something like that? Weird, that's their answer to dealing with something like that. I'm like, they don't provide much options for the player. They limit your options so what you can do in this game. That's what never made any sense to me in this game, being skill-based matchmaking. Like, why would you make a game that's about life and death? Life and death. That's what this game is. This game is about life and death. You're trying to survive from some killer trying to kill you. You're trying to survive by escaping with prepared generators. In a game like that, I feel like I would be trying to do anything, any way, like every way possible to try to survive, you know? That means like fighting dirty, you know? It doesn't feel like they really let you to, like, oh, sure, decisive strike or shining a flashlight in someone's face. That's your way of fighting dirty, but still, it feels like it's still not enough. I still feel like my options are limited, you know? There's not a lot of probability in some situations where you can't do much in some situations. That's the problem in this game. I've seen from playing this game. And it's way too, you know, perk reliant. It relies too much on perks. I feel like, but if they made some stuff that's on perks, base kit, you know? But base kit, not as viable as perks. That means perks are still more effective. Even if you use whatever, even if, like, you know, like what they did with Borrow Time. They made Borrow Time, which is a perk. That's a Bill, you know, Bill from Left 4 Dead. Bill William Overbeck. His perk called Borrow Time was now made base kit. But I feel like when you use the perk, it's more effective than without the perk. You know, that's how you could make the perks still viable, still usable. The perks are way more effective than just how it is alone without the perk. You know, base kit should never be more effective than with the perk. Otherwise, you give people a reason not ever use the perk anymore. That is, you make the perks more effective. Like, using it with the perk is more effective and more stronger than without the perk. So that gives a player the reason to still use the perks. Like, oh, it's not very effective at all without perk. But when you quit the perk, it's more effective. You see what I'm saying? Because it feels like, oh, it just adds up and it's even more effective with the perk than without perk. I was just pointing that one out as an example. Like, what if they made pulling yourself off the ground, like no mither or unbroken, as base kit. But here's the thing. Say getting off the ground was similar to trying to pull yourself off a hook. You know, if you risk trying to pull yourself off the hook, you risk injuring yourself, and you risk increasing your chances of going into the struggle phase, right? Say trying to pull yourself off the hook on your own without help from anyone would be similar to trying to pull yourself up off the ground, you know, like you're trying to pull yourself off the hook on your own. You know, it's like, oh, you try to pull yourself up on your own without help from anyone, you risk injuring yourself, like bleeding out faster or something like that. I don't know, when they did something like that, it would give people a reason to still use the perks, you know? So if you use the perk, you don't risk injuring yourself. You just get up instantly like you do with Unbroken or No Bitter. You wouldn't risk injuring yourself. You use like no perk, you risk injuring yourself. Use a perk, you don't risk injuring yourself at all. It gives a reason to still use a perk. Like, what if they did something like that? They'll probably never do something like that. But who knows? You know? I'd be interesting if they did something like that. It's basically, it's way too perk reliant. It's like, I don't know. This game, playing it through all these years. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the quality of life stuff is nice and everything. But just wish there was more probability or ways to go about doing something. They even talk about the game, like that's the whole idea on how the game is supposed to be, like oh, you never know what Matthew Cote said at one point, like early on what the game was supposed to be back then. We was talking about it back then compared to how it is now and how it turned out now. Like, I can kind of see that, but it's like, I don't know, just weird. Nah, it's what it is. I don't know, I guess I'm just speaking from my own experience playing the game. Like, not everyone has all the perks, you know? If you're a new player to the game, it's kind of hard to play the game. That's why they need to make the game new user-friendly. That's kind of what they're trying to do with the quality of life stuff. The quality of life features, trying to make the game more user-friendly. New user-friendly. So if you're a new player, they're trying to make it more friendly. Like, they have this whole quest system, which replaces the old challenges with the old archives. Old archives, old tomes, but they still have tomes where you can see the lore and everything that was there before. They removed the archives with something called the, like, challenges or something. Not challenges, they call it quests, which is a bit generic. Like quests, you know, like in Fortnite, quests. Like, what the heck, man? Is Dead by Daylight becoming becoming a bit more like Fortnite or something? Yeah, they're doing a bit of a generic, similar thing to what Fortnite does. But, you know, you saw complete quests that you assume, like, done even when you're in the middle of the match, as you're going through the match. Like, all constantly quests, like, after quests, just finishing. Or as you're going through the match. Yeah. It's similar to Fortnite, basically, in complete quests. Like, in Fortnite, you do the same thing in here now. And then I was like, okay. It's interesting. Doing that. Like, okay. Yeah. Like, I haven't really played the game while it being that way yet, but I kind of jumped in and seen what it all looked like in the game with the new survivor. Orella Rose. Like, I mispronounced the name, but yeah. So, let me just do this, actually. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can find the roadmap. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're gonna pull up the roadmap. Here it is. Oh, I just found it. Awesome. Okay. Roadmap. Bam, right here. Here's the roadmap. Okay. This is the roadmap. Yeah. Hang on. Excuse me. Huh. Ah. Stupid ticks. Darn it, guys. Yep, alright, we'll screen it again. Alright, there we go. That's better. So, yeah. There we go. See it on screen. The roadmap here. That's the roadmap. Right, what it says there on screen. I guess I could just leave it here. So, yeah, they said this chapter right here is FNAF, right? So this chapter, 2 survivors. License. Someone said something like something about the letters or anything in here. And the ones who lived. Which is a reference to The Walking Dead. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's like The Walking Dead. This one right here. I can kind of probably see that. Really? The Walking Dead. They finally put The Walking Dead in here. Like, oh my god. Oh, the ones who lived on like, or did they live? They kind of went missing now. And they ended up in the fog, right? Especially after the whole series is over. You know? The series finale of The Walking Dead being over. This is where they are now after the series just finished. They're in the fog now. As a continuation of the story, when you think about it. Like, what? How did they end up in the fog? Like, I've watched The Walking Dead, but I don't know, we'll have to read up on what the lore is for, you know, Rick and Michonne, assuming those are the 2 survivors from The Walking Dead. If you've seen The Walking Dead, you know who those are. So, would it be weird if they put Negan as the killer there? Yeah, Negan with Lucille. Yeah, Lucille is based on that, Lucille. Just, oh, what the him as a killer? Like, what the, like, oh, little pig, let me in. Yeah, that's something Negan would say in Love. It's like, little pig, let me in. Or, what the fuck? Yeah, it's referencing the Big Bad Wolf, but it's Negan saying it. You've seen The Walking Dead? No, I'm talking about. I used to watch The Walking Dead a lot. I was like, you gotta kind of put The Walking Dead in there. I was thought, I kind of find it a little odd than being in the Dead by Daylight, but I guess, I mean, hey, it's horror. It's Eldritch horror. I mean, anything that's not normally horror, it's somehow still kind of, I mean, when you think about it, I guess the point I'm trying to make is, it doesn't have to necessarily be part of the horror genre to somehow make it fit. Like, look at Nicolas Cage or Tomb Raider, you know? Those characters are not normally, you know, or The Witcher, for example. They're not normally found in the horror genre, you know? Not normally, not necessarily, but they somehow still make it work, because even if you put characters who are not usually found in the horror genre at all, thrown into this horrorish, like, hellish, like, you know, nightmares realm called the fog, you know, it's like, they're basically living through a nightmare. It's like, it's almost, I guess you could say, like fan fiction, you know? You normally wouldn't see these characters in this kind of setting, or this kind of situation. But then it's like, what? And then there's some parts of Tomb Raider where I guess there is some kind of, like, sense of tense, like, fear or moment or something, like horror or whatever, to some extent in Tomb Raider. So, yeah, they even said that with Tomb Raider showing up in there. God, so that kind of makes sense. I mean, Nicolas Cage has been in some horror movies, right? But it's not necessarily horror all the way. Yeah, plus there's something nice to try to, you know, don't have to be completely all serious. Kind of lightens the mood and makes things a bit, you know, more fun. It's silly, you know, but funny. Yet it just makes it fun, though, having Nicolas Cage in the game. Like, yeah, I enjoy playing as Nicolas Cage when I play as Survivor in Dead by Daylight. As you see me play as him sometimes, like, oh, Nicolas Cage, can't kill me! I'm forever! Ah! Like, what? Like, what? Like, ah! Like, you hear him say that, it's like, I'm forever! Ah! Like, what the heck? You literally hear him, like, say that, like, when he's just like rising up into the sky after he's just been sacrificed by the entity. It's like, why is he like saying that as he's just floating up after he's just done sacrifice? It's like, what the heck, man? That's just so funny. Moments like that, it's like hilarious. Ah, funny, man. Yeah. Oh, is this it? Modifier. There's a modifier? So there's a modifier that comes out at the exact same time as chapter. This, see, it's license. Yeah. License. 3 of them are licensed. This one's licensed. They said something about Asian horror. Asian horror. Is that this one or this one? Man. Right, man. Then one over here, look. New realm, new survivor, but no killer. Man. I only wonder what this roadmap is. They saw one too here in this roadmap. It doesn't quite feel like or look like they're gonna have a still doesn't look like Friday the 13th would show up in this roadmap. I don't see how anywhere Friday the 13th, you know, Jason Voorhees would show up in there. I don't see how with any of these, with this roadmap, with these licenses. I mean, unless this, like, oh, the killer could be Jason and the survivor could be, what's the counselor's name in Friday the 13th? I forgot what the counselor's name. Tommy Jarvis? Yeah, if you're familiar with Friday the 13th, you know what I'm talking about. Like, who knows if what? Who knows if, oh wait, excuse me. New killer, 2 new survivor. It says 2 new survivors. So there's 2 new survivors and 1 killer. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, man? We'll have to wait and see what these are as they reveal these. So that's in November, October, September, July, June. This is June. Later next month, June, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's this one. So it's basically a new killer and a new map. A new map. They do at least they give Five Nights at Freddy's a new map. Yeah, it's a new map for Five Nights at Freddy's. The pizzeria complex, that perplex, that's cool though. How they did that. I like how they did that. Yeah, at least they have a map in the killer Springtrap. It's like there being no survivor, but I mean, you never see the survivor. Excuse me, there being no survivor. You never see the security guard because you're the security guard. You're playing as a security guard. Sure, you see their name like Mike Schmidt or Michael Afton. You see their names, but you're always playing as the security guard throughout every game that you've seen every FNAF game in the series. You're always playing from the security guard's perspective, so we never actually see what the security guards look like. You never do, because you're always seeing from the security guard's perspective, point of view, like through their own eyes, in a sense. You know, you play all these FNAF games, like we see me playing. Yeah, we're seeing through the security guard's eyes. We're moving to the left, look at the left side of the screen, the right side of the screen. Oh, close this door, now close that door. You know, oh, check the lights over here, check the light over there, check the camera, like, oh, shoot, you just jump scared me. Like in the first game. You know, you get what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's all you see. You never see the security guard. You never do. All you see is the killers, but who knows? I mean, I'll be honest. What, I don't know, didn't I already say this? No, I can't remember if I said this or not. But I thought the legendary skin for the killer for Springtrap was gonna be someone like Vanny. You know, Vanny, yeah, the rabbit, Vanny, the rabbit from Security Breach. Because people were theorizing, thinking that Vanny is Vanessa. Vanessa's the security guard and security breach. Yeah, you're familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Yeah, they thought, in theory, is Vanny Vanessa? I don't know. I haven't actually played the game. I've seen other people play the game. to actually know that enough myself. But those were some, you know, fan theories. Because a lot of people have all these theories about the lore and stuff like that in the game. People do it a lot. Because the lore just seems like a mess. That's how it is in FNAF. Yes, it's just up to you. It's all just a theory. Nothing really actually confirms it unless it ends up being confirmed down the line at some later point. Yeah. It's like they say, but hey, that's just a theory. A good theory. Like, I don't know, listen to that. Think the answer. Like, what? That's, yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Game theory. Yeah, Matt Pat. Game theory. Of course, he does a lot of. He did that. They cover a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's on that channel. The Game Theory channel. I used to watch that channel a lot. See all the FNAF theories on that channel. Yeah. But I don't know, I just referenced that. That's why I just said that. Funny. Well, yeah, here, we're just looking at the roadmap here. That's why I was showing this on screen here. To the survivors. They said this is Walking Dead in here. So they already hinted at them. How they teased at it. Oh, look, 2v8. Wait, they have 2v8 in August? Okay, this upcoming August. Okay, in August. Okay, in August. Right. In August. Okay, August. Excuse me. In August of later this year, in August, we got another 2v8. I think they said there's a 2v8 this month of May, which has a Ghostface and the Oni as being part of 2v8. They've said that in the survey as such. Yeah, Ghostface and the Oni being in the next 2v8 mode, which I think is later this month of May. I could be mistaken. Who knows? It could be this one, this 2v8 that happens in August, but I don't know, they made it sound like it's just later on this month. This upcoming one. Like, I guess this one's later. This one right here in November could be the one that they were talking about with the quality of life. Like, play, you know, play while you wait in 2v8 mode. Yeah, that's probably the one they were talking about when they said that. The next one, this one, not that one, or the current one. More to, oh, I see what people are getting at. Yeah, look at the letters. See how the letters are bolded out? See this H, the H in March? It's like a code, you know, decipher the code. See there's an E. The E in chapter right here, see the E, it's faded out. Yeah, see that, guys? E in chapter. And if you take all those faded out letters, like the E, the O right here in Survivor, I'm looking at it on screen with my mouse. The E and the O. You take all those letters and you spell something out with them. Yeah, it's like a hidden message, basically. Modifier. There's an O in Survivor. H in March. W. S. V. Yeah, I could see how that's what all those letters put together. I can see how it would say that. The ones who lived. That's what people said. If you put all those letters together, they said it spells the ones who lived, which is a reference to The Walking Dead. The ones who lived. That's what I saw some people saying in the comments. And seeing these letters here and looking at it and just thinking about it, yeah, it makes sense. There's a V for the word lived, you know? The V is part of the word lived. And the W is part of who, the ones who lived. Yeah, makes sense in there. Oh, but hey, we'll find out when it releases later on. That's part of the code. If you take those letters inside this, I'll let you guys can do that yourselves. I could try and do in this video, but try to piece the letters together, just form a sentence. Not a sentence. You just put the letters together to make a word, and what the word spells out with each letter. Yeah, it's a little code thing. Yeah, I kind of like doing those little code things, but alright, man. I already finished reacting to this broadcast. This is the Dead by Daylight roadmap to year 10. I already can't wait to see what they have this upcoming year. Such it all unfolds over time. Yeah. It's like the last one is not a license. Yeah. License, not a license, license. Yeah. Huh. Hey. 3 of them. Okay. Alright. Really. Huh. Hey. Wait. Excuse me. Hey. Hold on. Huh. Stupid tick. Finally. No. Huh. Hey. They said. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey. What am I doing? Pardon me, guys. Oh. Alright. Anyway. Huh. Hey. Huh. 3 of these chapters are licensed, and only 2 of them are original. 2 original and 3 licensed. So this one's The Walking Dead. This one's FNAF. But what could this one be? 1 killer, 2 new survivors. Didn't they hint at it and saying it's like Asian horror or something? This one here. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. See what November could be. That's later this year. What that licensed chapter could be. We know this one's FNAF, and people are saying this one is The Walking Dead through survivors. That's an original chapter. A killer and a survivor. Licensed chapter, new killer, 2 new survivors. That's a license, man. I don't know what that could be. Who knows, man? And that's if it's like, oh, it's like the new killer's like Vecna and like the 2 survivors here. And like, but they're not gonna do that. I don't know, man. You never know. They said they weren't gonna do a part 2 to Stranger Things, another Stranger Things chapter, part 2 Stranger Things chapter. Thinking that the killer was like Vecna, and 2 new survivors are more like characters from the Stranger Things franchise. They're not. That's probably not what it would do. They're probably not going to do that. We don't know what this will be. We'll have to wait and find out. I do remember him saying something like Asian horror. Like here, we can probably listen to it again. Really, actually let him play through it again. Like, I'm going to let him play through it again. Just to watch this section again with the roadmap, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again real quick.
A lot of fun teasers for Aurella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're gonna try to keep doing more teasers in the future.
More teasers.
Thank you.
Right.
And one last thing about Aurella, actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do.
I know I already saw all this, but I'll just kind of recap and just listen to what they said about the chapters, okay? They kind of hinted at what some of them are already. You know, the letters on the roadmap that are faded out bold spell something. People have already said, like I read what people have said. I can see how it says the ones who live. Yeah, I'm not like, wow, The Walking Dead. Because I remember some people like Schmuckles, if you know who Schmuckles is. That's another Dead by Daylight content creator on YouTube. Yeah, Schmuckles, he's been speculating like The Walking Dead for a long time, and it's like, yeah, I can see how this could be The Walking Dead. Like, what the heck, man? That's cool though. Like I've watched The Walking Dead, like almost every episode of The Walking Dead. Yeah, I've seen like almost every season of The Walking Dead. I used to watch The Walking Dead a lot. So yeah, that's neat. I can't wait to see who the new survivors. I mean, who the survivors could be. Like, some people are saying it could be like Rick. You know, could be like it could be. Hey, Rick Grimes. You know, yeah, Rick. Yeah. Rick Grimes or Michonne. Michonne or Rick. Because I guess that's why it's called The Ones Who Lived. I guess that's part of the, you know, the Michonne and Rick Grimes, like, was that the Michonne and Rick Grimes, like, spin-off series? That's why it's called The Ones Who Lived? Really? Yeah, there's a Walking Dead, the Walking Dead spin-off series. There was, called the, I don't know, that had Rick and Michonne in it. And that's, I guess, it kind of makes sense why they would think that. And it's, there's a saying in there, a quote, not really a quote, it just says, the ones who lived. But that's just something that's part of the show. Or that spin-off, the name of it or something. But now I remember hearing the whole the ones who lived thing. I'll have to wait and see who it is. I still think it's pretty neat though. Like, wow. How about that?
Do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Arella with the St. Justine Foundation.
No, I mean, put the letters together. Piece the letters together. And you'll see what I do. Like, just by looking at all the letters that they're there, I can see how it would say that. Because there's a W for who, and there's an H and an O for who. Because there's an L.
In Montreal,
yeah, we can see it again.
Kids. So it's running already in game.
We'll see it again here in a
It's
second.
going until the 27th of May. All you have to do
They
if you
show
have
it.
already is purchase one or both
right
of
here.
those beautiful
Right there, man.
outfits in the
There it
game.
is.
With orc cells, please. Orc cells.
Alright, throw it up. Throw it up.
100% of the proceeds are going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal.
Throw it up. Throw up the roadmap. Let's see it. Come on, let's see it.
Thank you. We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned. Arella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the year.
What? Oh, yeah. This survivor, Orella Rose. Sorry if I butchered her name. She's the last of the Year 9 calendar. So Year 10. We're now going into Year 10, everybody. Can't wait until FNAF comes out in June. They only gave us a teaser trailer. They don't want to reveal everything until that last June. Now, I might do, like I said before, I might do another live reaction video to the, you know, the FNAF, like, chapter. I might do another live reaction video to that broadcast stream for just that chapter. Normally I don't, I guess I usually do these reaction videos to the anniversaries of Dead by Daylight, but I guess I don't do them a whole lot. Do just the whole chapters, but maybe I'll start doing that. Who knows? Thought about it. It's like, oh, I've been doing that. Like, I didn't do it during the Ghoul one, probably because at the time they happened. You know, they happened like, say, an hour later after just reacting to NGS headline. Oddly enough, some of them do, and it's like, what the heck, man? How am I supposed to? Because I didn't prepare for it. I didn't know when it was happening, but. Some of them actually happened after I finished reacting to the NGS headlines. You know, when I do this live reaction videos to NGS headline, yeah. Some of the chapter live broadcasts they have done happen like say the Houndmaster one or the Tokyo Ghoul one. They did those, and they all seem to happen. Like what? Or the Castlevania one. Yeah, I've watched those, but I didn't do a live reaction video to them. Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was going to be Twitch drops during this anniversary.
Release of the Year 9.
Okay, we'll see what the anniversary event, like the anniversary in-game event for the anniversary event. Yeah, that comes out in June. We'll have to see that this year after this anniversary broadcast. Yeah, we're going to see, of course, FNAF is going to be out part of the anniversary event, you know? That chapter comes out as part of the anniversary. Nice. How about it?
Calendar.
Yeah, look for that.
So we're gonna dive.
Alright, here we go. Let's hear it.
Twist coming up in that campaign too.
Just let him
Stay
talk
tuned.
here.
Arella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar.
Yep.
So we're going to dive
Right.
in now to the
Let's
year
do this.
10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers.
All right, here we go.
I will say we have 5 chapters. 3 will be licensed, 2 will be original.
Yeah.
Of course, the next chapter you guys already know. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. That's this right here. Okay.
It's a killer and a map.
The
But Dave
first
and Matt
one.
are going to be up to talk way more about that just
First
after us.
one.
We're going to follow
Can't
that
wait.
up with another licensed chapter that will feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't
Ah,
reveal who they
yeah.
are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically.
Okay, I see. You said Asian horror folklore on this last one right here. Just talking about the last one of September. Dude, look at those letters. See how the letter in September, look. Huh. The letter T in September is faded out. It's bold. It's bolded out. Like the O in survivor, bolded out. The E. Okay. Huh. Yes, Early. Sorry, guys. The E. As I'm saying. Harley. The E. Yeah. The E in new, the word new, the letter E, yeah. The letter E in the word new is folded out. The W over here. Yeah, I can see how there's a word that spells who. Like, take this H over here at the end of March, and take this W. The W, the H, the O, that spells who, the word who. There's a V in here. W, what's the V? The faded out V. It's down here somewhere. Oh. The L in July. Oh, no, that's an I in July. No, that's an L in July. So the L. Live, like L for live. The V for part of the word live. The V and the word E. Yeah, see how I can spell it all out for the word who and the word live? There's an I in here. Where's the faded out I? Yeah, you guys, I'll let you guys look into this yourselves. Yeah, of course. Try looking into it. And see the letters and the words here. The B for... Oh, here's the E. The E over here and more. More to come. The E. Yeah. April. Yeah. And is there anything on here? Yeah, hold on. It's an Eldritch horror. Wait, didn't say, you said Asian horror. Folklore, Asian horror. I like the sound of that because I like folklore mythology.
And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically. And it's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot...
In September, right here, as I said. The end of summer, September. Wow, can't wait to see what that is. One survivor, one killer in it.
It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically. And it's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
It's messy. It's gory.
Very messy.
Massive. Got
We
it.
will close out the year with one big licensed chapter with not one but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank you for the wonderful segue, Jose. So for some of you, of course, the content is what
what they just said there makes it sound like they're gonna take already existing killers and just make legendary skins for like new killers or something. They do. They've already kind of been doing that. That's what they're. I don't know if that's what they mean by that. It sounds like it. As I remember hearing something like they said they were gonna have like a new, I don't know, new map realm. Who knows what that new realm could be? Huh? Should it be the whole realm? Nah, I don't know. Some kind of realm like, what's it called? Like none of the K-pop chapter, like the trickster, the killer called the trickster in Dead by Daylight. What kind of, was it like a cyberpunk or like K-pop or something? Like it's like some kind of neon like lights like city or something that was like the lobby or something, or like, you know how Tokyo Ghoul was in like a city and such. Who knows? What if the new realm is like a city? You know, because I think I remember hearing something like in one of the interviews that I think you've seen the interviews with Matthew Kote doing the interviews with some of the other content creators out there. I remember hearing them say at one point they said they're gonna do like a. I think when they said new map, they probably meant this new map right here. New killer, new map. That's probably what they were talking about when they said new map. We're gonna have a new map, as it goes with the Five Nights at Freddy's. That's probably the new map. What could the new realm be? Is the new realm with that? Was it that chapter with the trickster? Young Jin and like trickster chapter? Is the realm kind of based off that? Like who knows? There's another. I don't know. What am I saying? We'll have to wait and see. I can't put into words what I'm trying to say here from what I remember hearing from some of the interviews that they've done. Yeah, some people out there do interviews on that. They interview Matthew Kote, asking questions and such. Some of the things he said. Because some of his answers are like, him not actually giving away an answer, but also not, he's not giving an answer, but he's also not like denying the question at the same time. Like what he said, we're always like having the doors open, like there's always been a seat or an invitation, like they're waiting for Jason to just come into the fog or something. That's not them saying that Jason isn't coming, but he's always been like, they've always had like a spot, a seat open and ready for him to come in. They've always wanted Jason to be in this game, you know, so we don't know when he'll be in this game yet. Doesn't seem like he'd be in the Road 10. It doesn't look like or seem like he'd be in the roadmap for year 10. Who knows, maybe year 11, if that's when Jason shows up. So then they're hearing stuff like, they're gonna have Jason, Friday the 13th, show up in more video games. You know, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. He recently showed up in Multiverses, right? The game called Multiverses. That game that I used to cover on my channel. I haven't covered another video on it on that channel yet since the last video I covered on it. I don't know. I mean, Season 6 is just a repeat of Season 5. That's why I haven't covered any videos on that game. This is the last video I covered on it. And it's life ending, like, which is a shame for that game. Oh well. Sucks. But yeah. It's just a repeat. Everything I covered in Season 5, it's just repeated itself into Season 6. Yeah, that's why I haven't seen it, like, covered any videos. I don't know if who knows, if I go live on Twitch or something, play that game or something. Before it all ends on May 30th. That's when the life cycle or something of that game concludes. Which is a shame, but yeah. That was the only game, the recent game, where Jason appeared in a video game. You know? Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th appeared in the Multiverses fighting game, right? That's the only recent video game that he showed up. Like, if he's gonna show up in more video games, like, who knows, man? Let's see if he shows up in this at some point. Like, the developers already said, like, they're, like, already in the future. They're already in the future with content they have coming out for this game. You know? They're already in the, like, distant future. Yeah, they're, like, literally already in the distant future with what they have planned for open this game. We just won't know what it all is until it's revealed. So, yeah, I remember hearing stuff like that to keep up with what other Dead by Daylight content creators have been covering with their interviews and stuff with Matt Dakota and stuff like that. Like, yeah, sure, I watch other people on YouTube, sure, when I'm not doing a video or something like that, just relaxing, taking a little break, like downtime. I do that from time to time. But yeah, see what other people are saying in the community of this game. Yeah. Yeah, because I know I mentioned Schmuckles a while ago. Like, you guys seen how much he keeps speculating The Walking Dead. It's like, oh, look like The Walking Dead's finally showing up. Like, all this speculation starting to make sense. Like, yeah, it's could be Walking Dead. Very said with these bold letters here. We put those letters together. The people in the comments were saying it spells the ones who lived. I can see that when I look at these letters. Like, there's an O in there, and an N in here, and an E spelt for one, you know? Like T-H-E in here, find a T and find an H and E. And it's spelled like the ones, wait, no, the ones who lived. That's a reference to The Walking Dead. Even I remember that's a reference to Walking Dead. I watched, that's so, it's not the spin-off series, I couldn't remember. I know I remember hearing that. One time, let's finish reading this.
And with one big licensed chapter with not one but two survivors.
Yeah.
And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you're going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want
Hold on. What a twist? What do we twist there?
Going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point...
Existing killer. A twist. Twist? What?
The future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we...
Did they just say, like, quality of life? Yeah, that's the quality of life at the end there.
There will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus on.
Right, a twist. I think they're talking about the Skull Merchant, you know? Yeah, because there's been some talk about, you know, the Skull Merchant having an update, right? They're updating they're reworking the Skull Merchant at some point in the future, right? And that's what he's probably talking about. We said a twist on existing killer. Sounds like I think that's the Skull Merchant there. They've already been talking about a rework for the Skull Merchant. That's who that could probably be when they said existing killer. Yeah, could be. We'll have to wait and see, but who knows?
Work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank you for the wonderful segue, Jose. So for some of you, of course, the content is what drives you and excites you, the new content that comes to DVD. But I also think for a lot of you, and myself included, who, you know, I talk to the community every day, the quality of the game, the quality of health of the game is just as important as the new stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about now. Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being prioritized as Jose just mentioned. We've even taken a decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life. So, Jose, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So, I
So
was
here's
what.
there it is again. It's anti-slugging. That's what they've already been doing. The quest system. Yeah, the quest system. It's kind of like Fortnite now. That thing. You do your perks and load it. You have to already react to all this. This is all what they got coming. Spawn rules and map offerings now to got. Nothing of them talking about that. Bulk ball point spending. Yep. Huh. 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 Hold on. Huh. Hey. Huh. Hold on. Excuse me. Hiding? Okay. Huh. Huh. Hold on. Excuse me. Sorry. Huh. Hiding and body blocking prevention. Ugh. Can't believe I was doing all that. Stupid ticks. Just because. Gamma settings is gonna be nice when they bring that out. Go next prevention. Go next. Like, they said they're gonna do like, I remember them saying at one point, they're gonna create a new emblem. Like a new emblem in the game where you're rewarded for just sticking out through the match all the way through. And you play through matches consecutively, you're rewarded. It's a new emblem they're gonna put in the game where you're rewarded like blood points or something. You're just sticking that out through every match. Like, you play through consecutive matches continuously, you get rewarded like something, like I guess the blood points or something. Or just playing through each match consecutively. That's something like we're just going through it as a progression thing. I think that's what the whole, that's part of the go next prevention thing, maybe. Yeah. Part of this go next prevention thing. I'm probably part of that. Who knows? Because I remember them saying something like that. The community manager. Yeah. Was talking there. Yeah. Alright, man. And I've been kind of recapping everything we've done soon there and such. Looking at the article and such.
Watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points, and it takes a while. It takes
a Odstarva? Do you say Odstarva? I think you did.
A long time to spend those blood points, so being able to spend them in a matter of a few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, a massive leap for DBD players for sure.
Massive
This is how we find out.
Small step from Redcon, like what's the small step from man, like or so big giant leap from Redcon or whatever they said, like when you're on the moon. That's what that sounds like, what they said there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the first reflection, this 9 years to the daylight, it's surreal, doesn't it? It's there to say our game has evolved throughout the years with countless characters, blue perks, and some of the most ambitious killer powers yet. Not to mention a dog. Huh. Oh, what? Hey, hold on. Hey, finally. Ha. Ah. Hey. Hey, ha. Finally. Wait. It said dog. Huh. Hey. God damn it. Excuse me, guys. Jesus. Hey. That's the Houndmaster. Well. What? Ow! Ah! What? Oh! Oh! Yeah. Right. The Houndmaster dog. There's a dog in there. You're not to mention a dog. The skill power. This past year saw the. This. I guess I can zoom into this better.
I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow.
Oh. He's like, wow. Oh. We said that earlier.
Sorry. Wow. No, that's great.
Sorry.
Well, I've had a few people come to the booth here at Fox just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvement. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story.
Custom game
We
improvement.
had,
Yeah. Well, I'm just reading through all this. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Huh. This past year saw
Custom
the...
match, yeah.
custom
It's just-
matches.
Stop that! This past year saw the arrival of Dungeons & Dragons, Tomb Raider, Castlevania, Doomed, Course, Tokyo Ghoul, and Stanley Falls. It also saw the start of a lengthy quality of life initiative with the intention of addressing long-standing complaints, performance issues, and general game health. Hey. Hi. Hey. Hey. In addition, we sought to continuously improve our communication and transparency. Hey. Transparency. Hey. Vocalizing our design intentions more than ever before. Yeah. Huh. Right. Yep, right here. Why? Stupid text. Excuse me. Hey. Anyway, if you haven't yet skipped down to the new stuff, we'd like to thank you for spending this quality time with us in the fog. Hey, excuse me. We truly believe we have the best community in gaming. Gaming. And thanks to you, we're able to work with the game we love and keep pushing the world of Dead by Daylight to new heights. Trust us when we say this next year is going to be one huge one for us. Hey, hold on. Huge one for us. Huge one for us. And we're kicking it off with not a bang, but a jump scare. Yeah, they say that because of FNAF. I like how they say that because of FNAF. Yeah, right, FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's. Springtrap. No, not the Freddy's. What? The music, I forgot what it goes though. What? Weird. Springtrap is coming, yeah. Ever since we first revealed that we were cooking up a Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, it became abundantly clear how many of our players were passionate about the franchise. As a continuous topper of our most desired license surveys, we knew there was a lot of hype about its arrival. What? That's right. While we're not quite ready to take this pizza entirely out of the oven, we did reveal a little bit of what's to come with spring traps, spring traps, spring traps, spring traps, spring traps, arrival as Dead by Daylight's next killer. Ah! Look at that! Dude. Man. The fact that he's there, like, look at that, man. His lights. The pizzeria, man. Wait, is that like a tree or something in the background? Dude. That's cool, I like that. Dead by Daylight. 5 Nights at Freddy's. We also premiered the first legendary outfit dropping alongside the charger. Alongside the charger, excuse me. With a first look at one based on excuse me guys. Based on Matthew Lillard's portrayal of Springtrap in the 2023 film. Yeah. Yeah. Steady pulse. Yeah, time to slow down. Time slows down. Calm settles in. Not even the looming shadow of a killer can break her focus. If there are people in need, there are people in need. Finally, Orella Rose will save their lives or die trying. I don't hate when I do that. Excuse me, sorry. Yep. Have you checked out our newest survivor? Newest survivor? Newest survivor? Huh. Huh. Really? Lie. Huh. Newest survivor? Hey. Lie. Huh. Newest survivor? Huh. Newest survivor? Orella Rose? Swept into the fog in the Steady Pulse chapter. Hey, Orella's selfless altruism and fearless excuse me, fearless disposition makes what the hell? Hey! What was that? For 7. Is it right? It's a Spanish? Hi there, Spanish. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, what the heck, man. I don't like it when I do that. Those weird ticks. I'm not talking about when I stand there like, that's just the thing I do when someone follows or subs. Thanks. I can do it. Yeah, that's much appreciated. Yeah, I'm trying to read through this and I keep doing those weird things, but I don't know, it's just random. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Alright, moving on here, but yes, thank you, much appreciated. How's it going? Good? Here I'm still looking at this. Like, I was just kind of recapping everything we saw from everything I reacted to and saw from the anniversary podcast. I can't believe I'm still looking at this stuff, but yeah. Selfless altruism and fearless disposition makes her the ideal teammate. If you haven't already, now's your chance to learn more about everything she brings to the table. Like I could, but yeah, there's trailer, quality of life, and shit, there's too, and update. It's just everything we're Yeah, everything I'm reading here is basically what they went over in the broadcast. Pretty much. Yeah. Like, I'm just rereading what they already went over in the whole chapter. Yep. But hey, thanks for subbing. Much appreciated. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Being here lurking. There's tackle standing pain points. Yeah, the quality of life stuff for what's they're trying to fix the game. Like more on the anti-slugging, anti-tumbling, anti-camping thing. And in an art thing with what a lot of people have been requesting about it. Changing it. So it's not just a straight up like whether you survive or kill anyone. More along the lines of what you actually been doing throughout the match. And they're building the in the lore around that. That's what they said during the broadcast. Well, I at least remember. Which sounds nice. I'm like, okay. That's the good rig. I don't know. Never really, like, about that kind of stuff in video games, but guess I just have to wait until it comes out to just see how things go with it and see what it's like. That'll even change up the experience of that, and I don't know, I'll actually start enjoying the game or not. I don't know, that's just my own personal experience when I get frustrated. I don't like it, but that's my experience. Yet I'm not one to just give up on something in life. There's that, but it is what it is. Reduced login steps. Reduced login steps. Prestige rewards. Accessibility improvements. Custom game improvements. Keyboard and mouse on console. More perk presets. Reduced login steps. 2v8 play while you wait, yeah. Anti-cheat. Map and key unbalancing. It's great that they're doing this stuff. It all goes from July to December. July into December, phase 2. Have to wait till that happens. Over time. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what they do with the anti-slugging and anti-tulling. Like Kevin. It's more than just simply abandoning the game just because you're slugged. Like, come on. I don't know. Weird. They ever make anything base kit. The next base kit not very strong, meaning the perk is stronger than just base kit, you know? Gives you a reason to still using the perk. They're probably never gonna do that. You know, they did it with Borrowed Time, when a Bill William Overback's perks called Borrowed Time. Oh, that's the base kit. Not like you can't still use the perk, I think it's just more effective with the perk than without the perk. When you think about it. Yeah, I think it at least would do. It kind of would make more sense if it's just more effective with perk than without perk. Probably half as effective. I think that's how I would look at it or think of it, but yeah, like I said, I'm playing the game enough to play around with that to actually see with how it is, but yeah, I think it kind of makes sense that they did stuff like that. They'll give people a reason to still use the perks. Like, well, I would think of it, or go about it. Upcoming quality of life updates, new collections. Yep. The Witcher. Well, casting Frank Stone. Last year, we teamed up with Supermassive to release the casting of Frank Stone, a narrative game set in the world of Dead by Daylight. Now the titular character will be making his Dead by Daylight debut. Ugh, by way of a legendary outfit for the trapper. Yeah. I know they were saying that. Yeah, I'm just reading all of this is just recounting what I already saw. I don't have to read through all this stuff again. Because I already heard it. Set to drop later this year, Frank Stone will finally be able to fulfill his purpose in the fog. In the fog. Slaughtering survivors in an endless cycle of pain. Fulfill his purpose in the fog. Yep. Classic Frank Stone. There it is. I gotta recontinue that game and finish it. Because, yeah, this one, I already started it into my video on there. And then Boilet Brothers. Yeah, only last year's Dead by Daylight theme episode of. Dracula. How they call it that. We're happy to share that the Boilet Brothers will now be getting their very own collection. It'll feature 2 in symbols, doing the Winter Warrior outfit for the Huntress and the Boilet Brothers artist outfit for the artists inspired by Boilet Brothers themselves. That is super odd. Like, I don't know that. What am I saying? Yeah, it's the artist. With their heads pasted over. I'm like, what the? Just inside. Well, they had no eyes. Yeah, dead eyes. There's no iris and pupils in their eyes. Like, what the? Oh my gosh. Like, yep. The front doesn't pack. Yeah, alright. That's the Huntress. What they're talking about inside the broadcast. Tomb Raider. Wrapping things up, Tomb Raider collections also expanded with 2 more iconic outfits from Warcraft, including one inspired by her original look. How did they not already have something like this? I thought they already had this outfit in the collection, to be honest. Yeah, it's funny able to get something like this. Well, it's cool they got the original outfit coming back in there. I remember playing Tomb Raider with the original outfit back then. I was on the PlayStation 1. I remember. Choose your own chapter. We create our own chapter. If you ever wished you had a seat at the table when it comes to deciding how a chapter of Dead by Daylight comes together, hey, hold on. Together, wait. Creative director Dave Richard has some good news for you. The team is launching a new activation in the coming, excuse me. He was launching a new activation in the coming months that will see Dead by Daylight community become deeply involved in the creation of a new chapter. Chapter. A new chapter. Yeah. Set to be released sometime in 2026. This chapter will feature both a killer and a survivor whose looks, lore, and gameplay will all be decided by players via a long-running, wide-ranging series of choices, presented in narrative format for them to vote. Excuse me. In true choose your own adventure style. Each choice will spawn a series of new options as the characters evolve. Huh. What? Hold on. Huh. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. Huh. Really. New characters evolve. Really. Huh. With players even having the opportunity course correct with a clever change your fate mechanic. Huh. 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 Excuse me. Huh. Huh. Excuse me. The activation will run throughout the entire pre-production and production cycle for the new chapter. Hey, new chapter. Hey, what? Hey, watch the segment for full details. Yeah, we gotta saw that already. Yep, we did. Choose your own chapter. Yep, is there. It has this. And there's another game developed within the Interactive. It's not part of Dead by Daylight, but similarly, spot the clues. Oh yeah, the clues. They're inside the yeah, the roadmap. Yeah. Which I already looked at, so it's good. Yeah. If they're watching any of our recent anniversary podcasts, you probably know we enjoy using the end of the show to drop news of an upcoming boost and license chapter we're particularly excited about. While we didn't exactly break tradition this year, we opt to do things a little differently. Closing the show, Matt Cote, game director on Dead by Daylight, revealed the clues, pointing out our next big chapter had in fact been scattered. Scattered throughout the broadcast. If you paid close enough attention, you might already know what it is. If not, we invite you go back up through the show and see if you can figure it out for yourself before it's officially revealed in the near future. We hope you had fun catching up on everything announced during our 9th anniversary broadcast. Stay tuned for our next live stream where we'll be revealing full 5 nights at Freddy's gameplay, our Twisted Masquerade event, and more as we continue the celebrations. See you in the fog. Yeah. You in the fog. Play Dead by Daylight today. So there. Yeah. What the fuck? Annoying tick. I don't know. I guess I went through reading through all this and looking at it again. Everything I just looked at in this article is kind of what we already saw in the, reaction video. Well, video I reacted to the broadcast, so anniversary recap. Let's see, recap everything announced. Yeah, this is a recap, and I was kind of recapping, everything we saw. That's what I was doing, of course. Here's that. Big chat with the killer of the upcoming Finance Race Center. Here's the podcast. Taxis. But first, a reflection into the dog. Jump scares, down cities. I cannot wait to see this right here show up. We have to wait till the next live stream. I think I'll do a reaction video. Another reaction video. Yeah. Live probably. We're checking this out. This Dead by Daylight 5 Nights at Freddy's. Right. Yep. I'll try to react to that. Yes. We'll try it. So, alright, yeah, that's that. I mean, gosh. all the life features and everything. Yeah, so yeah, I got it. Oops. Yes. So yeah, this. Yes, right. Dead by Daylight 9th anniversary 9. Isn't it? Ha! The way they drew the 9. Ah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Huh. Ah. The way they did the 9. Right. Ah. Look at how the 9 looks. The shape of the 9. It's pointy edges. The way the 9 looks. And there's a skull. Why is there why is there a skull? Sometimes the skull here or whatever they had here kind of represented or kind of hinted at something that that they're releasing. Yeah, this here. Oh, yeah. Alright, man. Oof. I am pooped. I'm just tired. It's not even midnight yet, but I've been react to the trailer. Excuse me, not trailer. I reacted to the 9th anniversary podcast, and I guess I did a little recap of everything there. I was only trying to recap because I wanted to see the roadmap. We did look at the roadmap again. Yeah, look at further at it. I guess I kind of got caught up in reading there. I am pretty tired because of what I was doing a whole lot of earlier today. I was at work. Yeah. Wasn't able to see this morning, so that's why when I came home, I reacted to this broadcast when I wanted to see. And I did. So, yeah, I was excited to try and see it. Like, I really wanted to see this 9th anniversary broadcast. And I got a chance to react to it. Yeah, kind of same thing that happened like last year, where I wasn't able to see the broadcast. Oh, shoot, it's on a Friday, and I work on Fridays. The same thing happened this year, like it happened last year. I was able to see it until I got home. Alright, man. I'm gonna end this and get some sleep now. I'm already tired because I had a long day of what I was doing throughout work, and then came home and reacted to this 9-year anniversary. So, yeah. I'll probably do another live reaction on the, who knows if I can or not, we'll see. I think I will try to. Yeah, why not? With the Five Nights at Freddy's broadcast, live stream, I'll do a live reaction to that. See how Springtrap works and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll look into it. I'll see if I can look into it. Of course, the next time I do another video on Dead by Daylight is probably during the Masquerade. The Twisted Masquerade event. The anniversary in-game event, which I'll be checking out in June. Yep. So, I don't think the next time you see me cover anything Dead by Daylight, other than this reaction. Well, yeah. That, and me trying to react to the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter when they do that. The whole gameplay of it and everything. Can't wait to see Springtrap in action, the gameplay, and how that's gonna happen. So, oh yeah, there's a 2v8, isn't there? They're doing 2v8. I think they have a 2v8. Yeah, the 2v8 happening later this month. So, yeah, now. So guys, next time when I do another video, I cover that 2v8 where they had the Oni and the Ghostface both coming out in 2v8. This next 2v8. Yeah, so I'll probably cover that in the video. That, man, I guess there's a lot of I'm going to try and cover over Dead by Daylight. Over time though, but we'll see. As a video. Of course, when I say got more videos in the covering anything Dead by Daylight related. usually cover stuff on the in-game events. Like, Dead by Daylight is just one of those games where I cover in-game events on. Since there's no particular game that I cover on that channel. Yeah, I cover a variety of games on that channel. Mostly the in-game events that happen in these games, like seasonal events, you know? Like anniversary events, kind of seasonal, but, you know. Yeah. So, alright. What did you guys think of the Dead by Daylight 9th anniversary broadcast? What did you guys think of this video that I reacted to? What did you guys think of it? Excited for anything? Excited for this next 10-year roadmap and such? Now, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? If you want, you can let me know in the comments down below. I can't believe I went through all that, like, recapping after I reacted to it. Well, originally was not planning on doing what I just did, but I guess I just got caught up in that. Looking over the roadmap and seeing the bold letters, which hint at the next chapter with the 2 survivors. Thinking, oh, Walking Dead is confirmed. That's what a lot of people believe. Yeah, I think it could be Walking Dead. It looks like it. Who knows? We'll see when they reveal that later on. Oh yeah, that'll be in July. Because in June, it's the anniversary event and the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter coming out in June. In July, yep, that's what we got the Walking Dead. Yep. Also, man, I can't wait for the Asian folklore horror, like, chapter. I can't wait till they do that. Can't wait to see that. Wonder what that chapter's gonna be like. They already hinted at that it's gonna be like, yeah, Asian folklore, like, horror. Can't wait to see what that could be. We'll have to wait and see. Or the New Realm, which is later, like, towards the end of the year, of course. Or the end of the 10-year roadmap. Yep. Yeah. They got a lot coming. Yeah, man. Can't wait. It all comes out. And what those chapters can be when they reveal them. Can't wait. Man. Hey, hold on. They got 3 licensed chapters. Yeah. They're only... Okay, hold on. What am I doing? 3 licensed chapters. Yeah. 3 licensed chapters for the 10-year roadmap, and only 2 originals. That's what we got coming up. I already know FNAF is the first one. So, let's see that. And let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Like, after me doing this reaction video. And I guess if you enjoyed this reaction video, and you enjoyed me checking this out, it's my reaction or whatever, and like, yeah. And I was kind of tired going through this because it's already, yeah. And I wanted to see this, I covered it. Went through it. Yeah. I'll get that time. But yeah, I guess you enjoyed this video or not. We reacted to this and such. I guess you can let me know whether or not you did with the like button. Kind of helps out so I know what videos you'd like to see more of on that channel. Otherwise, what's the point of the like button? Yeah. You know, it's only up to you if you want to let me know whether you did or not. So, I guess if you're new to my channel, thanks for that. Thanks for the sub earlier. Thanks for subscribing. You subscribed earlier. Thank you. Much appreciated. Gotta. That's some way of remembering what that screening was. Really got a good look at. But thank you for that earlier. Much appreciated. Yeah, I am pretty tired. Very tired. I can't believe I went through with this. Ugh. So, I don't know. Will I do another video tomorrow? Another live video tomorrow? We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned if you want to, know what I do next. I mean, speaking of that, I guess if you're new to my channel, and if you haven't yet, I guess if you're new, want to keep up with everything, what I made and know what I may do next. Not miss a thing. You know, if you like some more content like this or any other content created on my channel, you could subscribe, you know how that is, or smack the bell notification, you know, just slap that ring-a-ding-ling, you know, bell notification, like, yeah, just, you know, excuse me. Excuse me, guys. What the heck, man? I'm just tired. I think that's one of the reasons why I do this. Annoying ticks. Sometimes when I get really tired, I guess I do these annoying ticks. Just, it's like your mind just skipping like a record player. Guess that's one way of describing it. Like, what the... This stupid tick, man. It's like a freaking record player. Just... Now I'm just exaggerating. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what? I don't know what the frick would I do that? You know, the unknown, right? The unknown. It's like, I am the nameless legend. You got no eyes in his eye holes. Yeah, just imagine. Just imagine if I had no eyes in my eye hole. Well, that's what he did, that big smile. Why is he smiling? Ah! Freaking weird. Yeah, the unknown is fun to play with. I don't know why I did that. That's still weird. I'm so tired. Yeah, well, like I said, hit subscribe, smack the bell notification, so you don't miss another upload or live video. You won't miss when I do my next live video. I do one later tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We'll see. Not midnight yet, but it's almost midnight. Feels like I'm in this video before it gets midnight. Yeah, I like how they like did their 9th anniversary broadcast on the 9th. Yeah, Friday the 9th. And it's their 9th anniversary. 9th anniversary, and it's the 9th. Today is the 9th. Yeah, it's, look, hold on. 9th anniversary on May 9th. I like how they did that. See how they did that? May 9th. 9th anniversary. It's funny how they did that. It's like, oh, is there a triple 9? Is it double? We're in the double digits now, man. We're in the double digits now. The 9-year anniversary is the last 1 digit of this game's lifespan, and it's still going for 9 whole freaking years. Man, we're almost into 10 years now. Like double digits. 1-0. Double digits now. 10 years. Dang. Just imagine how this game turns out if it lasts for 20 years down the line. 20 years into the future. I can only imagine how this game turns out. If this game is... well, why would this game not be around 20 years later? Maybe I'm thinking way too far ahead. I mean, just for saying that. How about 15 years from now? What the fuck, man? I don't know how this game will be, but I mean, it has been improving over time. You can say that for sure. Oh yeah, nice. The quality of life changes, like, you know, keep them coming, right? Yeah. What am I saying? So yeah, you know, subscribe, bell notification, blah blah. So I know what I do next. Yada yada. Or there's my social media in the description down below. And sometimes I might go live on Twitch or Twitch drops or something like that. Or like if I'm not doing a video, if I'm not working on a video or live video or upload video or something like that, I'm usually live over at Twitch or Twitch drops. And at some later point, I may export my VODs from Twitch on YouTube. Yeah, sometimes I do a continuation part where I do a part here on YouTube and I continue that part I did as a video on YouTube over on the Twitch. So it'll be like part 1 over here, and then part 2 over hold on, part 1.1 over at Twitch, and then part 2 back over here on YouTube. I'll do something like that, and then part 3 back over at Twitch. I need to do something like a continuation like that. But later I'll try to get the VODs uploaded. I'm still trying to deal with getting my VODs exported on the YouTube from Twitch, because there's a storage limit going on with Twitch. I'm still trying to deal with that. But, yeah, that's something. I don't know. If you want to keep up with everything, you know where to find me across all my socials and description down below. So, I could see you later. Yeah. But thanks for subbing earlier, that for personal stuff. But if you'd like to, then hey. But, you know, thanks for giving this video a chance. Thanks for watching. Really. Whether you've been lurking in the chat, thanks for lurking in the chat. Really. I know most of you guys lurk. A lot of people like to lurk on that channel. Yeah, thanks for being here. Those who are stuck in the chat, or whether you did or didn't stuck in the chat, totally fine. You know, just sit back. Like, hey, you never really talk to your TV screen, computer screen, right? Well, it's kind of, how's it any different, you know? One lurking is like someone just watching TV. Of course. Totally fine. I'm breaking the fourth wall and I'm talking to you guys. Yes. Ah! Ah! What am I doing with, ah! Oh! 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 No, we're good. We're fine. Ah! I'm just feeling weird now. And I'm also tired. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys later. You know what to do. Oh, keep in touch. I'll see you guys later in the next video. You know, blah, 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 socials, whatever. You know how it is. I appreciate your support, all of you guys. It's like, whether you're new to my channel or not, those of you who, especially those of you who are not new, you've been with me all these years, thank you for your support. And how many times I say it across the videos, thanks again. Really, as always, thank you. So, yep, like always, and with that said, yeah, right, and with that said, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Yep, bye! What was that? I did that with my voice. That sounded odd. No, it's like, wait, it's like, what the what did I do that for? Oh my god, I'm just, it's like, woo! Like, oh yeah! See you later. I think my voice cracked when I did it. Like, ooh, what the? Yeah. See you later. Bye. Bye. What the heck did I do there? It's like a squeaky toy. Ah! Oh my god. I'm tired. I can get some sleep. I don't have the lights out to keep it spooky because it's a horror game, right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright? I have to do one later today. Or, excuse me, later tomorrow because it's not midnight yet. Even if I end this video before midnight, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye, Racer Castle. Thank you guys for lurking in the chat, for being here. I did not expect this reaction video to go on as long as it did, but it did. It's fine. I'm also tired. I was recapping everything. Yeah, let's see what we see in the future for Dead by Daylight. Or Road 10. Oh wait, hold on. Here's to another year of Dead by Daylight. You know, I'll drink some water here. Yeah. There's... Ah! Oh god. Yeah, hey Ken. I'm about to end this. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, right? If I do another video tomorrow, I'll try to let you guys know ahead of time. Try to keep you guys posted. After the socials and everything. Yep. But yeah, usually you'll see a video. If it's a video, you'll see it scheduled, at least. Or I kind of just do it to get uploaded. But regardless whether you see these videos live or not, I kind of just do them and like, I still go about them for those of you who are not seeing it live. Yeah, of course. I go about it even if you're not seeing this live. That's kind of how I do this, whether you're seeing it live or not. I make the video. Yeah. I've been trying to timestamp the videos. If you've noticed lately with how I've been timestamping them, yeah, if you guys want, you guys can help you can contribute, your contribution to helping with me trying to timestamp the videos. You want to help make it more precise and accurate with what I've already done. That's just, I generate the timestamps. That's what I've been doing. Because it's time consuming. I don't have a whole lot of time to try and timestamp my videos. It's extremely time consuming. But that's the fastest way I can try to do it. I still try to make it precise myself, but want to help make it precise. As you're watching these videos, you can help out. Do along with the rest of the community. And that way you make it easier to watch for yourselves and everyone else who watched the video. Find a certain point in the video. Totally up to you guys. But if you want to help out or not, as you watch the video, yeah. I don't know, will I timestamp this one? We'll see. I'm not sure how I can, but if the artificial intelligence is going to help me with doing that, that's what I've been doing. I generate timestamps. I still try to make it accurate myself when I can find the time to. But thanks again in advance for everything, though. Again, thanks for support. Thanks for lurking. I'll see you guys later. Yes, we can see in the chat, hi, Alsonic. Good night, Alsonic. And always remember, Lego my ego. Lego my ego. Why? Silly. That's silly. I remember those ads. Lego my ego. Hey, Lego my ego. The Eggo waffles. Yeah, I like eating Eggo waffles. Funny. Ah. Ah. Yep. All right. Funny. Yeah. Damn. Hold on. Hey. Hold on. Stupid dick. Stop it. Hey. Hold on. Hey. Stop it. Hold on. Yeah. Huh. Hey. Like. Woo. 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 Yeah. Right. Woo. Woo. Nothing. Oh, I gotta end this already. What I'm doing. Dick down. Yeah. I doubt to you guys. Thank you very much. See you later. Hey, if you guys are up for it, I might play some Dead by Daylight after I end this video. But I probably won't be live later. Unless I go inside the Discord. Go live inside the Discord and you guys watch me play inside the Discord. Who knows? I'll think of that. What am I doing? I'm tired. Why am I thinking about playing the game when I'm freaking tired? Check out the quest system with the new survivor right now. Good job, yeah. I know if you guys are up for it or not, unless you guys are tired too. Alright, what the heck? That's enough. We're talking. We'll see if you guys are up for it. Otherwise, I'll probably be on, if I am. Otherwise, I might fall asleep after in this video. So, yeah, I should probably get some sleep. Yeah, we are. Wait, you're playing Dead by Daylight right now? Okay, and maybe I'll try to jump on. And maybe if I'm inside the Discord, which is inside the description down below, you're curious, you want to join my community inside my Discord and everything, you can find the description down below, of course. Yeah, you can find that. And I might, go live inside the Discord, so you can see me, playing the game within the Discord. Who knows, I might do something like that. We'll see. I might. Even though I just said that, but interesting to slide anyway. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking, of course. You lurkers. Yeah, see you later. Bye. Right, yeah, we're on. I'll see if I can jump on and catch you up. Yeah. What am I saying? Am I going to do it or not? You'll see. If you're in the Discord, you'll know. I guess. See you later. Bye. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. Me doing this live reaction to Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary broadcast. Boy. Can't wait to see what we got for the 10-year roadmap. But there's another year coming up. 10 years. Can you believe it? This game's gone on for 10 years. Now how it's turning out. Who knows? Might be a bright future for Dead by Daylight. I'll just have to wait and see how things turn out later in the future. Things are looking pretty good, though. And hey, got Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, you like Five Nights at Freddy's? Then yeah, of course, why not? Can't wait to check that out. Yeah, so yeah, once again, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Me doing this live reaction to... me live reacting to Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary podcast. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Yep. Bye, ya.